What's up, guys? I got a full panel of beautiful ladies for y'all tonight. Let's go. And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Purple Pod, episode 46, number one show in the world for dating. Started right here in Dallas, Texas. Please make sure to like the video on the way in, subscribe, and go follow our Clips channel, Purple Pod Clips. Follow us on our podcast Instagram as well. We are now live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube all at the same time. Go sign up for my new coaching as well. Linked below if you're a guy that needs personal help in dating. Our new Patreon is up. If you want to see some girls get kicked out, you can go show some support and buy that. Or if you want to hit the join button under the YouTube right now, you can become a member and you can get some really cool emojis for the show. Also, new shirts out, so go check out my merch store. And we are now streaming to all audio platforms, guys. Make sure to add the Instagram right now, though, if you want to see any of these pretty ladies. I got all of them added right now on the story. So, yeah, go click them and blow their DMs up so when they get off the show, they're going to be annoyed. No dick pics. No dick pics.
Please. Especially if it's small.
I had a girl get really mad at me because she said she got like three from like three different guys like last time she was on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's too much, guys. Shout out to my producers tonight, though. We just got Donnie in the house, man. Thank you. And shout out to Sika. Thank you for coming, bro. Hopefully he's going to be able to help out a little bit more tonight, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. We got a really beautiful panel for y'all. Ladies, the first thing we always like to learn about y'all is your name, your age, your education level, what you do for work. And shout out to most of y'all have already been on the show. This is like a nice little kind of reunion panel. It's really nice seeing all y'all again. We even have one that's in a relationship now, which is the biggest goal of the show is getting them in a relationship. So I hope that she's gonna
hear it.
So now she's gonna give us some tips on how she did this because we gotta replicate it. We gotta replicate it.
Another one.
Yeah, another one. But to start, we're gonna start with you. Congratulations. Start with your name, age, education level, what you do for work.
My name is Lauren. I'm 30. I'm a licensed massage therapist, and I'm in school right now to become an ultrasound tech.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, and what about you?
My name's Javen. I'm 30 at some
Damn.
college. Some college. I am a certified surgical tech
Okay.
/ assistant. Yeah.
That I feel like that pays good.
Yeah, I love that.
A little bit?
A lot of it.
A lot of it?
A lot of it. Hey.
Yeah. All right, what about you? What's your name, age, education level?
Jazz. I'm 26 and I'm in healthcare. Hopefully they heard me. My name is Jazz. I'm 26 and I'm in the healthcare industry.
Okay. What about you?
My name is Jay. I'm 27 and I'm a data entry specialist.
Data entry specialist. Okay. What about you?
Hi, I'm Lee. I'm 23 and I'm an esthetician.
Talk a little closer next time, ladies.
Esthetician.
Esthetician. Okay. What about you?
Education level?
Oh, education level.
Oh, I'm currently in school.
Okay.
Where your grades at? You got straight fucking grades.
Hi. I'm Jade. I'm 29. Bachelor's of Science, and I'm in property management right now.
Property management?
Yeah, but I'm about to go over to tech. So.
Okay. Well, that's a whole different industry.
It is.
What about you?
All right. My name is Janae. I'm 28. I have a bachelor's and I do clinical research.
Okay. There's lots of studies and stuff. Like guys
Yeah.
will like come in and eat a bunch of something or do something like.
No.
So what are the studies like? Like, is it like medical stuff?
Yeah, it's like medical stuff. So like
Is it
blood,
all-
device, like
Aw.
tissue, like stuff like that.
That's not
Trying to
fun.
make the world a better
I would
place.
like to do something like, crazy, like the new cancer, like the new thing that's gonna get rid of cancer or something.
I mean,
like
I'm not in that department, but.
But y'all do that?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. That'd be a cool job, honestly.
Right,
I'd be
right.
really proud of that. What about you?
Hello, my name is Raven. I am 32 years old. Some
Damn.
college.
It's looking hard.
And other than that, I'm in the medical field as well as an actress. So whoop whoop.
Okay. Yeah. Have you been an extra in anything?
Oh, of course.
How many what's the biggest like show or movie you were recently in?
A show on Lifetime called #TextMeWhenYouGetHome, episode 10.
Okay, that's what's up. That's something I've always wanted to do, but I've never like.
Me finna go watch it when I get home.
10 or 9.
We have famous people that come on this show, guys.
Next time I'm gonna be even more famous.
So ladies, what I wanted to talk about a little bit more tonight is just about a little bit of online dating. Like what do we think about it? To start, like what do you think about online dating? Is it something that is your priority? Like you would choose it the most, or is it something that like, or would you rather date? Like cold approach, like guys meet you in real life. Like what's your favorite thing?
Favorite is cold approach by
Okay.
far. I thrive off of a personal connection. My boyfriend and I, we met at the gym, and it just was like a,
Yeah, it just you had like that
it was
little.
very organic. And I
Yeah.
don't feel like being 30, I still have that interaction with people where we're still used to going to a coffee shop and meeting somebody there, or going to the gym and meeting somebody there, going to the mall and even meeting somebody there.
Real life
But
shit.
the new generation is definitely more into social media and the Instagram DMs and like the Bumbles, the Hinge, and all that other stuff. And I tried it. I didn't like it. It's just weird.
Like, it was the vibe completely different compared to the guy that you have right now, you know, that you met in real life, compared to like the last guys that you try to talk to online. Like, is it completely different to you?
Very.
Like, it feels like apples and oranges.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's what I
in
think, too.
person, yeah, don't get me wrong, anybody can lie. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, true. You can still fool somebody in person. Yeah.
But when you're actually physically around that person, a lot of their vibes can kind of come off. You can kind of tell based on their answers, if you listen carefully enough, who's being genuine, who's not being genuine. Based on their answers, you can kind of tell which direction they're trying to go. And online, it's so easy to type something out really quickly that sounds good, because you can write it out, read it, I don't like that. Then you can backspace, write it out again, I don't like that. Your first impression is your first impression. You can't take that back.
Yeah.
So-
Can y'all imagine if like real life conversation was like text messages, guys, and a guy says something stupid and then he reverts it back, and then like
Never mind.
that would be so weird if that was like real
Yeah.
life. That's why I hate text messages. It's so stupid. Honestly, I really don't think that it's even real. Like you're saying. What about you? Like, what's your opinion on online dating? Are you doing it, or do you choose real life stuff more?
I like real life stuff more. Like she explained it very well.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's easy to lie online, but I feel like it's just so
Mhm.
convenient for everybody.
It's the path
how
of least
you-
resistance.
I feel like that's how you meet someone initially. You know what I mean? Like you can just talk as much as you want to online, and then you're like, "Hey, let's go on a date. Let's go."
Now I
here,
feel
let's
safe
go
seeing
there."
you.
Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that's where it starts. But I feel more comfortable meeting somebody at a bar or a restaurant or something like that
Yeah.
versus online.
No, I feel that. What about you?
I agree. I'm in person. Like, I have real bad anxiety, and I'm not trying to like be talking to like a serial killer or anything like that.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
No, for real. I really don't think it's so crazy, because we look back 10, 15, about 15 years ago, our parents would have been like, don't talk to anybody online.
Mhm.
And it just completely swapped over like that, like so
it's
fast.
like
Like
everybody
really
knows.
scary how quick it happened without any type of precautions, coming. What about you though? What do you think about online dating?
I definitely agree with all three of them. Yeah, dating online is definitely insane. I'd rather meet you in person. Yeah, grocery store, gym. I don't know, Walmart, outside just walking. Like no.
Anywhere but online. What about you?
Yeah, meeting in person is most definitely my preference. I'm actually on a dating app right now,
Currently.
as we speak. But right now, I'm just like fucking with it.
You're kind of just like getting some
not
attention a little
scared?
bit.
I'm getting
Well, she's
that
just talking.
attention.
She's just getting
Yeah.
attention right now. Yeah.
I did go on a date actually this past Tuesday.
You're talking a little closer if you can.
Yeah, I did go on a date with this guy this past Tuesday. He told me he was a Marine, and I was out.
Oh God, you
Ah!
that.
Really? So like, was there anything weird about him? I just gotta know.
Marine.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that
My dad's
that's
Marine.
enough.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Is that they're a little? I mean, to go through that shit, you gotta be a little weird, huh?
There's
Shit.
certain things.
Not
Yeah.
all military,
And
just
he
the
has-
Marines.
he's
Yeah,
a bot-
just exactly.
'Cause
No, I.
Army, we ain't like that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But to go through the Marines, you gotta
Yeah.
be on another level of some shit. I feel like. What about you? What do you think about online dating?
Yeah, it's a no.
No.
I've never tried it. The most maybe you can slide in my DM on Insta. I might converse back, might not ever look at it, might look at it and just never do anything with it. But yeah, no, definitely in person.
Okay. What about you?
Oh, say less.
So it's a no for me. But I have known a couple people that found their husband online. I mean,
I have two sisters, and they're both like my generation. I'm 32. They're one of them's like 31. The other one's 30, or no, she's older. She's like 38. But they both found really good guys online. So
Yeah.
yeah, I totally agree with you. But I think it's like the older generation that has
Maybe.
a better job of doing that than the younger ones.
yeah, 'cause it's
Honestly.
giving creep vibes.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm like the rest of the ladies. I rather meet in person. However, I agree. Like our generation now, we're more social media and things like that. I have definitely been on dates with people from online. I also know my aunt, she got married to someone from offline. I even worked at Match.com. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Online.
yeah. If you work there, then yeah, you know about all the statistics too, man. Some of the stats are horrible that they came out with. So I want to know though, what's the worst experience y'all ever had online dating? Like, what's like the guy that like whether it was messaging or y'all actually went on a date and he did some weird shit? What is just the weirdest shit you've ever seen on online dating?
Being a massage therapist, it just opens up the doors for all kinds of stuff. And I had a
They
guy,
asked some weird shit, huh?
Yeah, that was like,
Happy
oh, I want to.
ending?
Pretty much.
Uh-huh.
It was like, oh, I want to take you dancing. Your profile says you like dancing. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And he's like, yeah, you want to give me a massage before we go?
Oh.
That's so creepy, dude. That's so
little does
creepy.
you know, like we're taught we're taught pressure points. So it's like if you were to even try to get frisky with me, all
You're
I
like,
gotta do is hurt
sleep.
you.
Wow.
She like hits you on the side of the neck and you're dead or something.
Not sleep. I'm gonna make you scream, but, and not in a good way. Like I'm gonna hurt you.
Damn, I was thinking the good way
What
for a
does she
second.
say?
No. I don't play with my profession, so when people mess with me like that, it's annoying. So that in-person interaction, it's less likely for them to try and be that bold with you because they're looking you dead in your face.
The fact guys are that bold is just crazy. Dude, like,
no,
what
they're
the
bold
fuck?
over.
Yeah, over text
Yeah.
messages. Yeah. What about you? What's the weirdest thing you've ever experienced in the online dating world? Talking to the mic too.
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad, y'all. It's bad.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I met this guy one time. It's like a while ago. We went to, it was like a food court / bar area. Combo was great. He eventually told me that he went to jail. Didn't say why. And I was getting ready to like order his drinks and stuff. And he's like, I forgot my wallet. That pissed me off.
Dude, I've heard this story like 1,000 times too. This is funny.
And then he goes,
How do they get away with this so much?
I was like, okay, well, you can just cash at me or something. He's like, yeah, my cash app's locked. And I was like, okay.
Broke
And
boy.
so I ordered myself a drink and a shot and some, fries or whatever. And I was like, trying to be nice. I'm like, so do you want a drink? Even though I didn't want him to get a drink, but I still
You still
offered.
being nice?
And he goes, no, I'm just going to watch you drink and eat. And I was like, another L.
Oh.
So after that, I went home and Googled his name, and I found out why he went to jail.
And what was it?
Scamming, and I didn't like that, so we never spoke again.
So he didn't hit though.
Skeet,
nigga.
He didn't hit. Oh, man. I was gonna say he finessed really well if he
Hell
did.
no, that was first date, and
That
that
was-
was the last.
Man, poor guy.
Yeah.
He tried. I mean, some women would have did it still. What about you though? What's the worst guy you've met online?
I'm boring. I've never.
You don't even deal with that shit.
No.
That's a good thing.
No, I haven't.
This is a good thing. Yeah. What about you? Worst thing you've had online?
Never met nobody online and went out on a date with them.
Wow. And y'all are both. And how old are you again?
26.
And how old are you again?
27.
Oh wow. So yeah, y'all just have kind of skipped the whole online dating
Because
phase.
people are
almost.
really weird.
Yeah. No, for real. What about you? What's the weirdest guy online?
This past date.
You think
was
that
my
Marine?
This
Really?
was my first date.
Oh, okay. So
like,
yeah, that's
with-
gonna be the weirdest
yeah.
one then.
But he had he told me that he recently got out of a relationship in January with his baby mama. He has a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Ooh.
Red
That
flag.
And it's the same baby mama.
Oh, that's a
And
green flag.
Another
flag.
another red flag said that he ended on good terms. He's gonna go back.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna have another kid.
Yeah. Hey, he's
Oh, fuck them
Smart
kids.
girl. Fall down some stairs. It's okay.
what about you? What's what's the weirdest thing you've experienced?
Well, I haven't online dated, so
Really nothing. Kind of like them too.
yeah.
Really nothing.
I'll
I think
deal with
that's
it.
a good thing if y'all haven't experienced no bullshit yet. What about you?
It's
It's dry over here too. I can't do it. It's creepy vibes.
Creepy. What about you?
Not a date, but immediately connecting with them, and they're like, "Okay, you want to go out on Tuesday?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Well, you can come to my house."
No, can't do it.
Yeah, that's just. I'm gonna give y'all a tip, ladies. If a guy immediately says that, it's because one, He doesn't value well. He doesn't value more than the fuck. He doesn't value enough to take you on the dinners, do anything like that. But also, he might actually be the type of guy where he doesn't have to take girls on dinners at all. Like maybe he's the type of guy where he gets sex so easily, he can send that to so many girls that he's always having sex, and he doesn't even have to work for it. He doesn't even have to pay for anything. So it's a huge red flag. Yeah.
Or he's trying to Jeffrey Dahmer you.
Okay. Jeffrey Dahmer, guys. But I want to know now, which is the dating app that is the worst one, and which one's the best one from what y'all have experienced? I know some of y'all might not even be able to answer this because you haven't even done it, but for y'all that have, what's the best dating app and what's the worst one?
I only ever used Hinge because of my cousin recommended it.
Okay.
But I mean,
was it good or bad? What did you think about it?
Indifferent.
What about you?
Same thing. Hinge.
And you're indifferent about it too? You don't think it was good or bad?
Same.
So, what about you? Oh, y'all haven't really? What about you?
No,
nothing really?
I just used one, Chispa.
Chispa? Is that the Hispanic one?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. There's another one.
I'll try to find me
Isn't
a
there
Dominican, man.
There's another Hispanic or Mexican one too. What's it called? Isn't there another one? I think there's
idea.
another one. I don't online date at all, so I don't know shit about them.
Are you talking about traveling?
No, I don't know. What about you? You don't even know? You don't even know?
If I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, Hinge, and I liked it because, or was it Bumble? Ooh, maybe it was.
Like you like Hinge? Like that's the good one?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Like the way it made you interact or like with another person, I thought it was cool.
Okay. If I ask all my guy friends, they all tell me that Hinge is the hookup app, y'all. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, they just told me that like Tinder used to be it, and then now Hinge is the new one. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying what my homies tell me, okay?
There's a 1 and a 2.
Nobody got
So basically, if you want sex, you can download Hinge.
But
when I was in the military, it was Tinder. That was the hookup app.
Yeah.
But I guess Hinge is probably.
Yeah.
That also
military was a long time ago. Yeah. So I want to know now, what do y'all think is so there's different waves of feminism. There's first, second, third, and there's like fourth wave kind of now. What is the best thing that has come from, or what do you like about fourth wave feminism? Like, what's the best thing that's come with the fourth wave?
I can't lie,
You don't know what the fourth wave is, really?
No.
Exactly.
You know?
Can you explain?
Yeah.
I will after everybody else.
Yeah, I have no clue.
You don't even know? You don't know?
No clue.
You might as well explain.
You know?
Explain.
The fourth wave is just.
I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, like the fourth wave is like where it's like the full takeover. It's like where like you don't really need men for fucking anything at all. Like it's like seriously, like it's just y'all really don't need men at all. That's like the fourth wave kind of.
I really don't believe in that.
I'm a traditional feminist in the sense that if we're doing the same job and I'm just as qualified as you and I have the same credentials as you, I should be getting paid as well as you, and I should have the same promotional options as you.
Yeah.
However, people be taking it a little too far with whatever rhetoric they have, and feminism has went from equality in the professions and just being able to walk down the street and not have to worry about being accosted all the time to we don't need men for anything. Don't touch my door. Don't pay for my food.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do that.
That's the crazy part for sure.
Like women want to wear the pants now, and don't get me wrong, there are relationships where that dynamic works, where the woman is the more dominant one. But as long as that's like a consensual thing between the woman and the man, that's perfectly fine. Like that's not the situation in my relationship.
Yeah.
But for some people it works. In my situation, I am very much in letting my man be very masculine and allowing me to be in my femininity wholeheartedly. That stuff doesn't bother me. Now, again, if we were doing the same job and he got paid more than me, I'd be a little pissed.
So do you think there's a wage gap though?
Absolutely. I've seen it.
There's not though. Like if we look at statistics and we look at like the wage gap is because women don't want to do certain jobs. Like women don't take certain careers. Like plumbing, electrician, but like you get huge benefits if you want to go work for an electrician company or you want to go do anything.
Well, hold on. So the thing about statistics that I want a lot of people to understand is that statistics can be altered depending on the actual varied unit that you're using. So if you go to a community of Latinos and you ask them arroz con dulces or chorizo, and you go to a specific group that specifically like chorizo, right? You're going to get more people that say chorizo than arroz con dulces. But if you go and get another group that you know likes arroz con dulces more, then your statistics are going to be altered.
Well, we can always peel the layer back and go look at how they're done because there's two different ways that they do all these studies and stuff.
When I got my TV installed in my house and it was mounted, it was nothing but women on the Geek Squad.
Okay.
Nothing but women.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But that goes to show that it's just not talked about as much. There are women that are going into electricians. There are HVAC unit
But
female
it's
workers.
very rare. Like, even though with all these benefits, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of benefits for a company to hire women. And even with all those benefits, even with affirmative action and all these things, there's still tons of women that don't take certain jobs, and
But
it's because y'all don't want them.
Whether or not,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But whether or not the population of men, and so I'm just going to use plumbing, like you said.
Mhm.
Whether or not out of 2,000 people that work in a company, 1,999 of them are men and only one of them is a woman, that woman should still be paid her wage.
And she does. So like
statistics doesn't matter based on wage.
But she is. And when we look at all those things, when we look at those companies, we look at all that, those women actually end up usually making more than what the men make because of affirmative action, because of all these different benefits that companies get for giving women more benefits. Women are doing great right now. Women are out earning men in major cities. I think I probably talked to you about this on the last show. Women out earn men in major cities. Women are graduating from college at a 10% higher rate. Like, women are killing it right now. Like, there's like, I don't think that there's anything in this world that's like hurting y'all whenever it comes to school or when it comes to jobs or anything like that. I can debunk everything whenever it comes to like wage gap. Every one of them. Every time you think that there's something, I can guarantee you I can bring up something that shows that's not true.
So if you talk about statistically, more men are in positions of power. Statistically speaking, women have more of an average IQ than men do. There are more men that are in the higher IQ than there are women. However,
I didn't know that, and I didn't even think that would be true, honestly. I think women are smarter, honestly.
The highest IQ ever recorded was from a woman. However, statistically speaking, more men tend to gear more towards that higher level of IQ. But a lot of that also comes down to records. How many of women are being recorded on being in these positions of power that are actually documented? Well, so yeah, you can talk about Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, but how many multi-billion-dollar females are there that we don't talk about?
So there are billionaire females, but how they got their money was from divorce. Like they're like we could look at just the Kardashian, but other than her, Jeff Bezos' wife, divorce. She's a billionaire because of a divorce. Who's the other big? No, but I'm just telling you, like most women who are billionaire status, it's because of a divorce. It's not because
we're speaking about professions.
I know.
Solely speaking about professions.
But the reason why is y'all aren't the most earning is because y'all haven't invented the most stuff. If we really look back on even the things that women buy the most, it was invented by men. Like almost everything was invented by men. Like you can sit here and you can get mad about all this stuff, but in reality, men created most things.
Being documented. In fact, in classical music alone, there were so many more women composers that were not talked about. But you hear about the Beethovens and all the other people.
And that was a harder time for women. But now today, look at Meg Thee Stallion. Look at all the women that are killing it on the music charts today, though. You got to understand, like, everything you're saying, yeah, I believed in the patriarchy fucking hundreds of years ago whenever it really was men ruling shit. But now, we're talking about right now, it's a whole different ball game. Women are killing it.
Does not make or have any kind of credentials compared to Celine Dion. However, Celine Dion cannot touch like Phil Collins. But that doesn't mean that Phil Collins is a better singer or has better credentials than Celine Dion does, but he's a man.
Yeah, I mean, well, now we're getting into nuance, but the thing is that at the end of the day, women are doing better in the financial market, in the job market. Women are doing way better. If you really think that feminism and all this stuff is gonna like help in those things, it's already completely in your power. It's already completely in your leverage. Men are completely losing it right now. Why do you think the divorce or why do you think the divorce rate is so high? Why do you think that guys are offing themselves at crazy numbers? It's all because guys are way lower and women are being propped up right now like crazy. Like I have 4 sisters that are extremely successful and they really did not have any struggles in anything because not only did society prop them up, but my family did as well. It's very easy for a woman today. It's not even close for a man, especially if he comes from a non-privileged family.
It depends on what department they work for, because most of the women on this panel have stated that they work in some form of healthcare or they work in some kind of beauty. Right? Mm-hmm. So naturally, men, unless they're gay, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but most men are not going to go into those professions. Most men are going to stay with the more white collar or hardcore blue collar jobs. Right?
I agree with you. Yeah.
And because of societal norms, women are less likely to do that as well.
Yeah.
So in that case, absolutely.
Yeah, but I just want, at the end of the day, I just want everybody at the table to understand there is no wage gap. There isn't. If you really want to go watch some videos on it, it's debunked like crazy. is that don't ever sit there and try to think that y'all are the victims or anything. You're not. And sitting there
But
and
I can tell
the victim
you,
mentality is horrible, and that's what feminism pushes on women, though.
not to play victim, but I can tell you as a woman who has been in a male predominant career, we have a stigma against us. Like Marines, right? Military in general, female soldiers can be called barracks bunnies. And that's a stereotype about female soldiers, that we sleep around, and barracks bunny means that you bounce from barracks to barracks, room to room, right? And you're just humping like a rabbit. But there's no stigma against men in the military other than they're F boys or whatever. But that's
But
more
that
of
goes
an
back to
accolade
just
than
sex.
anything else.
But that goes back to the debate that we always have about sexuality. The world is sexist. Okay, so
But that
what are you? Why are you?
plays into why feminism started.
Yeah.
Because you have those stereotypes and those stigmas, which obviously would be
Feminism
great to go away from
started
that.
because a lot of money would be made off of it. It has nothing to do with any of the actual stuff about actually saving women from domestic violence. It has nothing to do with any of that actual shit. It has a lot to do with money.
even think
You got to
about
understand everything that has been pushed into this into the society today. It's all for profit. It has nothing to do with making the family a better unit. Absolutely at all. Because if it did, there would actually be solutions being put up. But there's not solutions being put up. They want to separate more. They don't want solutions. What were you gonna say?
I was like, I mean, even think about it. You remember when that whole Vanessa thing had went went
Vanessa
everywhere?
Gann?
Yeah. You
Who?
know what?
No, explain to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Vanessa
chick in the
Gann
army.
was a army soldier at Fort Hood who was murdered.
And that was not the only woman that was murdered there.
At all.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because there were so many men in power.
Yeah, well, no, women, honestly, I mean, you already know my opinion. Women shouldn't be in the armed forces. Like, it's actually extremely dangerous whenever you're going into a fight, whenever there's a woman that's scared or something bad happening, a missile lands, something. A guy's immediate reaction is to protect the woman and to not do what they're supposed to do. It's dangerous. But no, once again, I can show you facts of where guys are supposed to do certain things, but then they fall and then they go and try to help a woman.
Find a video on whatever.
I'm just telling you,
ma'am. But me being in there, I can tell you right now, there were so many guys that I was with that you could tell would not be able to do anything if something actually happened.
JR, how's the Navy, bro?
Okay, I'm about to explain this. All right, I was in the service too. All right. And it's not even about being in the military. It's about just just being a man. If somebody was to come in this front door right here, right? As men, it's our reaction to protect you women. 100% it is. Right? So it's not about being in the Marines. It's not about being in the Navy. It's not about. So what he's saying is, as a man, we are biologically wired to protect women. It is. And Sergio is right. If you guys go to war, we will abandon our post. We will forget all mission just to save the woman. And I agree with Sergio. Women should not be in the military because it's just that we have just our biology. Our biology is just to protect the women at all costs.
I mean, just look at Ukraine. Just look at Ukraine. Who stayed in Ukraine and who left? The men from 18 to 60 stayed, and the women left. All of them. They went to the UK. They went wherever. No, they did.
No, they did.
They did. They all
and they're
left.
all partying right now in Europe.
Left. I'm telling you, they all did. It's all over the internet. Like, they all left. There wasn't one video of a woman saying, "I'm staying back to fight with the men." I've watched tons of combat. I literally go to Reddit every day and watch combat footage from it. There's not one woman that I've seen in that entire anything.
Did you just say Reddit?
Yeah, Reddit. There's like a whole subreddit called Combat Footage, and you can literally watch everything that's happening on right now on the war, like with drones, because they're dropping grenades on people with drones. It's the craziest thing you could ever see.
Oh, I'm
yeah, you need to check it out. It's fucking crazy. It's one of the coolest subreddits you can go to. But no, I'm telling you though, like when it comes to these type of things, women are just a distraction. Like, y'all are literally perfect. Like, y'all are not supposed to be on a battlefield. Y'all are not supposed to be in danger. Like, don't get me wrong. If a woman is badass in the army, yeah, y'all can fly the drones with the Xbox controller and fucking support.
Wow.
Like, y'all can do a lot. Like, I don't see why you think that you need to be standing right there next to the minigun, loading it up with the guy. I don't see why you think that that's like something that's necessary whenever it's not going to help at all. You're not better than a man, you know?
I never said I was better than a man. I can go on and on. Trust me. I don't want to take away from them though.
Yeah,
so
no, I feel
you. And
you.
I can go at it if you want.
I know. So what about you? What's something that I guess I gotta take it back. What's something about the fourth way of feminism that you like? Like, what's something that you that you think was right about feminism?
Well, for me, like I'm independent, so I have responsibility. I feel like that's great for us because we learn how to depend on ourselves and not depend on a man to get around in life or have anything in their name, and you have nothing when you separate. If you do separate, so it's kind of like you're not just out there homeless or going back home, even though there's nothing wrong with going back home. But if you're just going back home because you have nothing, that's the worst situation to be in.
Yeah, yeah. You need to at least have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand with that. What about you? What's something that really bothers you about feminism, or that you really like about feminism?
I'm gonna be honest. I would love to have a soft girl life or be in that era, but I haven't came across somebody that can allow me to actually explore that. So I have to be masculine. And
You gotta be on your guard and shit.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. No. So one of the big things, I mean, y'all have all heard this. Guys can't be providers today. Like y'all all want a guy to be a provider for you, but how many of them make the income to do it? It's a fucking small percentage, and every girl's fighting for that same guy. It sucks.
And it goes back to money.
Yeah, it all goes back to money. Like the biggest thing that we always got to remember is point the finger at the right person. Women stop pointing the finger at men. Men stop pointing the finger at women. Point the finger at the Fed. And right now they're doing some crazy shit. They're about to release digital currencies. It's about to get fucking real. And right after the Cash App guy got stabbed too. Pretty ironic, honestly. Really ironic. But what about you? What's something that you like about feminism or you don't like about feminism?
What I don't like about it is what I like about it is I would want to be a person that have someone like a man to take care of me. I'm not gonna lie. Nowadays you have to be independent.
You have to be.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then they think you can control you. They think they can do whatever because I'm paying this, I'm paying that. So no.
So I'm gonna take advantage of it. Yeah. What about you? What do you like or you don't like about feminism?
What I like what Jazz said, like
You're closer.
It gives you that like mentality. Like I want to be independent, and I am independent, and I don't really need a man. But most women want to enter that soft era where they don't have to be so strong all the time, because like there's certain women who are raised around a lot of men, so they just grow up masculine. So sometimes they just want to get away from their childhood or like the way they like just grew up.
Mm-hmm.
There's women who are just like buff for no reason and start cussing that man like, yeah, I can fight you. Yeah, I can beat your ass because I got 5 brothers. But not every man is your brother.
Literally,
so
not your brother.
A woman can't necessarily always be mad at a man and always try to fight.
Try to buck up.
Yeah, so a woman needs a man to make her feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, don't buck up to a man. I saw a horrible video earlier of a guy knocking the shit out of a girl because she hit him first. Dude, yeah. But I mean, and she looked like she barely touched him. It was crazy. I was like, damn, he knocked the shit out of her. What about you? What do you like or you don't like about feminism right now?
Okay, what I like is
nothing.
No, right. But no,
it's equal, guys. It's equal now.
No, I did not say that. But no, I do like that women are wanting to be more feminine and have that soft life. Like, I feel like a lot of us were raised to be independent because we can't depend on no man, or not just any man. So I feel like I get called feminine a lot. Like, they be like, oh, you're very feminine. I be like, really? I'm really a real nigga. But I be like, oh, okay, but I am how I carry myself, but I'm also very independent because I don't need a man. I pay for everything I do on my own. Like, I take trips out of the country.
Just be careful with that independence, ladies.
Look, and again,
just
like,
be careful.
I would rather not be so independent and have a man that can actually do and provide, be the masculine leader in my life. But where he at?
But you're kind of forced to do what you're doing. So you don't have a choice, right?
He'll be the type that try to control you.
And I ain't going for that either.
Okay. What do you like about feminism or you don't like about feminism?
Like, feeding back what everybody's saying, like, I like to be that girl. Like, I can control and be able to take care of whatever I need to be taken care of. But, like, when you seen it, like, through your family of what it's supposed to be, and then you come now, you be like, it's the little things for me that you're not even doing.
Exactly.
It's the little things. I'm confused. So there you have to be like, I do it because you're not doing what I have seen or what I've known. So I think that makes us be like,
Here.
just forget it.
So here's something that comes up all the time, ladies. This
Okay.
is something that's very normal, okay? It's the guys. You're choosing the top 10% guy that acts this way because 90% of men are so happy and lucky to just get sex or get a girl. They will do all that corny shit that you want. They'll buy you those flowers. They will do all the corny shit.
For the first
But-
month.
No, but I'm telling you, even those
the
bottom.
first 2
But I'm telling you, there's a lot. So I always talk about how there's high quality men, there's high quality, and there's high value. Okay? High value are the guys that are really sexy. They maybe got really good dick game. They maybe are really tall. They maybe got the money. They're high value. All the other girls want them. They're valuable. Okay? And there's high quality guys. Quality guys just means that he's gonna respect you. He's gonna do the nice things, take you out to eat. He's going to do all the really nice quality man things. He's quality. Now, to find a high quality and a high value guy in one, it's a unicorn. It's a unicorn.
It
now
should
you
be
can
one.
find it.
Well,
There
that's
are
what
girls
I
that find it.
It should be
There
one.
are girls. There are girls that find it. Okay.
Dubai.
He's gonna shit on you too, though. But no. So you have to make a choice though. Sometimes, do you want a high quality man or do you want a high value man? Now what? Now I would argue that the high value man turns y'all on. This is the guy that can make you have an orgasm because it's very emotional for y'all. This is the guy that's really gonna get you off and make you feel really good. But the high quality man, sometimes that nice guy, that shit don't turn you on. Sometimes it just doesn't. It just depends.
I was
Like,
like,
I
no.
think that's true.
It's not even. It's not even-
Flowers from an ugly guy
It's not even-
is creepy. Flowers from a hot guy is fucking
But
is
he's still
fucking
lame
awesome.
at the end of the day.
I'm telling you, it's creepy. But yeah. So now for you though, what do you like about feminism, or what do you not like about feminism right now, as a movement, as the feminism movement?
So I would have to say, I like the part where like a man will go ahead and open the door and all the other kind of stuff. However, I feel as though with today's society, most of us women, at least I can say in the African American community, I'm having to take care of the nigga. Like he ain't got no job, he ain't consistent with it.
He's a brokey.
Exactly. And like you said before, do I need a man? No, I don't. Do I want one? Yes, I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I will cook for you, clean, all the other kind of stuff. But some men today, like if I cuss, oh, I don't want a woman who cuss. Well, bitch, I cuss. You know? So I don't know.
Yeah, you be
So-
calling
so-
your homeboys bitch.
So ladies, since guys are on the decline, like I was telling y'all about, like financially and stuff, if women are on the incline, what's happening is that y'all, there's way more good women than there are good men.
I agree.
Okay,
Yes.
so we could say there's probably like 40 or 50% of good women. Like I'm talking, they're just good. Like in a relationship, they're good people. But the amount of guys that can even achieve it, we're talking a small percentage of men that can even achieve it today. And that's what makes this so hard, is because y'all, there's a lot of like y'all are all fighting for a very small percentage of guys. Like I like to explain that if y'all see a really good guy get out of a relationship, sometimes you got to go lock that in because there's not a lot of them sometimes.
You know,
it
I'm
just
not
depends.
gonna lie. I feel like every guy is worth being like this, but it's the internet. It's just what they
Social media.
listen to.
Well,
even
It's-
bump all of that.
It's just they mom, they
Back in
parents,
the day-
like, it's all that.
Yeah, it is.
Back in the day, at least for me, I thought like, you know, the man was a worker, provider, took care of the house, blah, 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 blah. And now it's coming out. Yeah, he was doing all that, but he was shitting on you with a whole nother family. Like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas really never been shit.
So this goes back to us really learning about evolutionary biology and how men and women are extremely different. Cheating is extremely different between men and women. And the biggest thing is them not being honest, of course. Guys need to be fucking honest more than ever. But you also got to realize that families have been broken apart over really petty, stupid things that probably shouldn't have happened. I don't think that, especially in the black community, I don't think that the woman should always leave the man, because black men are extremely sought after. They're extremely sought after. You have white girls, Mexican girls,
I got a
Asian
story.
girls. They're all trying to get your same guy.
They are. You're right.
Now, if you don't want the guy that all the other girls want, then just date outside your race. But how many people want to do that?
He right.
I don't
Not that many
mind
people wanna
dating
do it.
outside of my
Nah.
race. I really don't mind. I will be honest with you. How many
We be
guys
ready to
outside of
leave
my
black
race
men,
have approached me? Not
As
many.
soon as possible.
Now,
White women,
I
they
was
gon-
married.
they gon'
My
stay.
husband was 6'6".
Mhm.
That right there, that's attractive.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
he's
dark
high value.
skin, high value.
He's high value.
He cheated.
A lot of
I
stuff.
forgave him. I stuck with him. I stuck beside him. Divorced his ass. Took him back.
Mm.
He cheated again. it's a wrap.
All
Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
3
well-
times, like, I tried.
Well, like you just can't. You have to, instead of trying to make somebody into what they're not, you have to accept what they are.
You do.
And here's the thing. Now, there's some guys
Three
that they
times
don't
a-
deserve it at all. Like if he's 6'6" and he makes $30,000 a year, that's an issue. That's an issue. Now, the guy that makes that 6'6" and he makes $150,000 a year, and he's also beautiful, and he really lays it down good in the bed and stuff.
Woo!
That's harder to walk away from.
I think
You know?
I think you chatting because I feel like it don't even matter. Like they could be 6'6", 5'3".
Yeah.
Well,
They
yeah.
still
I
showing
had
out.
one 5'7".
They
Well,
still
like-
5'7" and had
So-
the whole.
It's all
So-
about the person. I
Here-
feel like
well,
you chatting.
Let's first talk about why like it's different, okay? Because it is different. Like men and women
It
are
is
different
different.
sexually, okay? When a woman cheats, can we all be honest and say that she's fully checked out? Is she fully checked out when a woman cheats?
It
Definitely.
depends. It depends.
It depends.
It depends,
I don't
y'all.
cheat
That no, it depends.
I agree with
I've
you.
cheated
Hold on,
and I
I have
kept that dude around. And I
Because
said,
I've
"Oh
asked
my
this,
God."
I've asked this question a lot, and it's
And he ain't
usually
even know.
here. One moment. Usually it is that y'all have to be fully checked out, and here's the thing. So usually you are emotionally cheating before you ever physically cheat. Before you have sex with a guy,
I agree with
usually you're messaging him or doing some type of emotional thing. A guy though that's cheating, he is only having sex, and he still loves his girl. So when a woman
does.
cheats,
Does he?
when a woman cheats, she does not love her man. She is done. She is fully done with the relationship. She might still be using him as a provider or something like that, but that guy is who she really loves, and she wants to fuck the other guy. That's who she really loves to fuck.
That's definitely insane.
Tyler Perry
But no,
said.
but
Definitely.
so
I agree.
see, but whenever you look at it that way, guys are not the same as women. If y'all sit there and judge a guy for cheating as the same as you would judge yourself, you're projecting. You're
No,
not
he
because that's
just
not
got
how
caught.
it really
I did
is.
it.
That's not how it really is.
They
Men-
say you cheat because you're not finding what you want at the house.
That's
That's
not
how you go out.
so men
catch it.
men and women are completely different. Women
I
want
don't
the
cheat.
Yes or
women
no?
want the best quality they can get. They want the best quality guy they can have. If y'all could have a guy with awesome sex, money, energy, attention, and time, and y'all could get all from one guy, y'all would do it. Y'all would
It's
double
called a
down on
Build-A-Bear.
that, on
At
that
that
one.
point,
If y'all could. A
go.
guy is not the same though. A guy wants quantity. A guy wants numbers. He wants to try different flavors. It's not the same. We're two
They
completely
do.
different
See,
things.
that's-
Like, God,
well, I
here,
could
hold
buy
on.
him a pack of Skittles at
Here,
this
one
point.
more example. One more example. If a woman has a roster, any of y'all have a roster, how many guys are y'all fucking on y'all's roster right now? Can anybody admit this? How many guys on y'all's roster are y'all
I
having
can't.
sex with?
I'm
I have
talking
a
to 2 dudes
dildo.
and fucking none of them.
You're fucking neither one of them? Well,
Fucking
most
my
girls.
dildo.
But when I ask this
I love
question,
It's your friend.
whenever-
It's your friend. It's your friend.
usually when I ask this question though, the
His
ladies
name is
usually say
Kevin.
I'm having sex with one of them.
And I can see that.
And a guy though who
I've
has a
done that
roster, he's sleeping with all of them. He's sleeping with all of them. A woman, like I said, likes to get everything from one man if she can. So she'll have sex with one dude, get money from another one, get rent paid from this one, text this guy, FaceTime this guy. She has a roster of guys to get money, energy, attention,
Is
and
that
time.
reality
and
or
sex
is that like Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
because,
That's
Like
reality.
the way you saying
Ain't
it
no
is giving
way.
shade room vibes. So is that reality?
No,
or
this is
that
just from
like-
me literally talking to.
Okay.
I've had 120 girls now on the show,
Okay,
so it's
just
just
saying
from just talking to
That's a
different
lot of
girls.
Okay,
values,
okay.
dude.
Yeah, no, that's not me, really. I'm a good man of God, okay? Not me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Exception
It's
to
Good
the
Friday.
rule.
We on the
All right,
dating app talking
let me
about.
read those super chats, bro. I'm so sorry I'm getting behind on y'all super chats, guys. And shout out to Scotty. Scotty, you are one of the best, bro. Michael Mitro, thank you for the $1, man. Making it rain or making it hell those pennies on us, bro. I appreciate it. Joe Cole with the 5. Shout out to all the healthcare workers in the house.
Hey.
Much rewarded. How many of y'all are in healthcare? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
Yeah.
went to school for it.
We'll say 6. Hey, isn't the healthcare industry the most cheating too, or something? I saw a statistic
I don't
like
know.
that.
I don't
Hey,
know.
that's
it
Grey's Anatomy.
Now you
dude.
chatting.
Yeah.
That's great.
First responders.
First responders, okay.
Okay.
$20 from Red Pill Crip. Shout out to you,
Whoa,
bro.
okay,
Shout out to
20,
Kansas
make
City.
it rain.
Keep going crazy and creating awareness. Much love from the Crip. Yeah, dude. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. $1 from Michael again. Thank you for the super sticker, man. Best model on YouTube. Mocha, thank you for coming back. $10 super sticker.
Girl, you hot.
This price is right.
Mocha, I think I DM'd you on Instagram. If you're in Dallas, I'm letting couples on now. If you're the same girl in my DMs, that same Mocha, and you're in Dallas, you're more than welcome to come with your man on Mondays. Yeah, go to the next one. $2 from Michael, another super sticker. I appreciate you, bro. I love everything you do, man. All right, but now I want to know, ladies, who do What? The people, are they pissing you off, guys? Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
No,
Don't look at it.
no.
All right.
Nah, they all
We
cheat.
all for the
She
streets.
talking about men.
And is
No, today I'm on the curb.
All right. No more
On the
looking at
dart.
it.
I'm on the dart.
All right, new question, guys. Who loves more? We're gonna-
Women.
All right, well,
Women.
here, I'll start with
You
you.
don't-
I'll start with you on this one. Who loves more, men or women?
Women, we love hard. At least I do. Like, I love.
You like love harder?
Oh.
What do you
Women
think?
for sure.
Women for sure.
Definitely.
Women for
I
sure.
believe men.
Men?
And the reason
Why?
why I think that is because like how you said, a woman literally checks out. A man doesn't. He literally sits there and contemplates. Damn, I really just lost this girl. Yeah, you did.
That's why the suicide rate's 4 times that of a woman.
And don't get me wrong, I love it, but like, fuck you.
Okay, Thugger.
What about you? Who loves more, men or women?
I think women.
Yeah,
Women?
Sorry. Yeah.
Women?
Ain't no
I'm
way.
women as well.
Women?
Niggas are weird.
Facts.
Women?
It's been proven it's men.
It's men?
Mm.
So
It's been
everybody
psychologically
that said women,
Mm-hmm.
I bet y'all are chat chasing. And that's why y'all think that. Chat chasing means that like y'all are chasing like guys that aren't showing y'all love back.
So
Like the guys that don't have. Remember, I was telling y'all there's a certain type of guys that don't have to, because they get it so easily. And like I would say, if y'all are chasing love or y'all think men don't love harder, it's because y'all are chasing those type of guys that don't love back. But no,
sense.
but
Yeah.
if it, like she's saying, it's very true that men love way harder.
What is
Um,
love?
So it's been proven that women, if you were to ask a man, statistically speaking, if you were to ask more men, when did they fall in love with their woman versus when did their woman fall in love with their man,
They remember it.
it's opposite.
Yeah,
So
most
men,
definitely.
men look for a nester, right? So they look for
Yeah.
the woman who can be the caretaker, the bearer of their children, their home
Nurturer.
care. Right. So if you can show that, honestly, within the first 2 weeks to 4 weeks, they love you already, especially if they're
Most
actually
definitely.
not talking about men that are not looking for anything. Speaking on men that want a relationship, marriage, family, and home, men are more likely to fall in love first because they are naturally looking for that. Women, we take our time. We're a little more careful. We're a little more selective. We look for those red flags. We look for those things that aren't necessarily things that men would look for in women. That's why you'll hear that one guy that we all have, that one guy that we know that's a good friend that has that one crazy woman in their life. And that's because she provided the foundation that he was looking for, but she was psychotic. Us, we were like, we'll give it 3 to 6 months. We'll see what happens. And then those little crazies start coming out. You're like, nope, and you're out. But if they make it to that 6-month mark or so, then you can be like, oh, I really do love him. Like, so my boyfriend and I, we talked about it. And arguably, it was true. He fell in love with me first, but I was the first one to say it. So we're more communicative than men are.
They're very shy.
Men tend to
Yes.
keep their emotions silent because some men think being emotional is dangerous.
Yes,
Very.
it is.
So men tend to keep that a little more bottled
Yeah.
than women do. We're more vocal about our emotions. So we'll be the
Most
first ones to
definitely.
say it, but they'll actually be the first ones to feel it.
Yeah, unless he's an emotional guy. Emotional
Yeah.
men, you can tell immediately because they'll usually say it first.
I
But
don't
yeah,
like emotional men.
yeah, most yeah, you shouldn't.
Why?
You shouldn't. You shouldn't
Alexa
want
plays
emotional
this.
men. Hey, and I know that she just said that way, but no, you're very right because emotional men are dangerous. Now, are there certain now? Is there exceptions to the rules where
They'll
some
kill
women
you.
won't break up with their man for crying? Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. You're in a huge exception to the rule for multiple things for this show. Okay, but I'm just saying though that for most women they shouldn't choose the emotional guy. It's not going to work out good for you.
It's only right to be. A man can't be too emotional. Like,
A
that's
little bit's
scary.
okay.
Like a little
Yeah.
bit's okay, but too.
So-
It's
Ooh,
okay to be
no.
sensitive to certain
Yeah, like,
things,
tell me-
but if he's already being like, like,
No.
Throwing
There's a
shit.
difference between obsessive and emotional. There's a
Mhm.
big difference between that. But that goes for both sexes. And that's why sometimes I want to be a feminist so bad. But I can't because of reasons like that. Because people are told that women, you're allowed to be crazy.
yeah,
You're allowed to be crazy.
Yeah,
but men
y'all
are
don't have
not
to take
allowed be
accountability
crazy.
for a lot of
Right.
things. Yeah.
Because men are not supposed to be emotional. But if you were to really sit down with a high value and high quality man, they have those emotions that they're not afraid to communicate.
Yeah.
My boyfriend and I, when I tell you we talk about everything, We talk about it every
Some
that
women,
just
some
depends
women
on the
like
man.
crazy men though.
See,
No, you're
Yeah,
right,
there's
but
some
that's
women like that.
toxic.
It also depends on the man on what he's ready to commit to. A lot of men aren't ready to commit to anything. So what they have in their mind is, I just want pussy and money, and that's all I'm gonna do.
You just gotta
all I'ma
understand,
get.
like we were saying, it's like a unicorn thing. There's not most guys. You're an exception to the rule, like a motherfucker. You know, like you just gotta understand.
The right one.
Yeah, a lot of women.
Absolutely.
A lot of women struggle. I mean, you know the struggle. You were in it. Like you,
Oh,
like you
dang,
totally
that
get the
was
struggle.
But that's why
Hey,
I fight
don't do my
so
good sis
hard.
I wasn't doing it like that. No,
playing with shade, good
I was just
shade.
saying because she was
Alright.
single, so she knows that
No,
single
no.
life is
Okay.
hard. It's
I
not
was kind of. I'm
easy.
like, wait a
No,
minute.
I was
Alright.
saying
I
single
went
life
I had your
sucks.
back.
I went through what she went through. I went through a marriage. I was with my ex for 7 years.
Oh
And
my God.
I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. And there were my faults too. Don't get me wrong. I play the field evenly. There were things I could have definitely done better. And there were things that I can't take away from him as a person. However, being in this relationship allowed me to realize, like, for women who are still single, no matter what age bracket you're at, if you pay attention, that femininity that you've lost, because that's how we were raised. Because I was raised, the only man I should ever rely on for till the day that they die is my father. And I understand not every woman is raised with their father. I get that. But for those of us who are raised with our fathers, they will teach us how to be masculine because they don't want us to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, they don't want.
But
Definitely.
at the same
Facts.
time, when you meet that one man that teaches you, like, because with my ex, I was very masculine because I had to be.
Yeah.
I had to be strong with him because he kept breaking me down as a person.
Mhm.
The man I'm with now lifts me up. So I have no problems with taking that step back now and being a little more feminine. I'm a tomboy to the T. He knows that. And now, like, you couldn't get me to take a man's clothes out of the closet for nothing. And the other day we had to rush. We had to go somewhere. And he told me exactly what he wanted to wear. I had everything laid out for him, ready to go. Me even a year ago, me 6 months ago would have been like, nah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, be like, what?
Yeah.
Soy tu
Yeah.
criada o qué?
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
well, props to you for like you think you changed to where you were like wanting to do that for your man,
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah,
No,
But you have to find
You were
the
willing
right
to,
one.
though.
yeah, you don't do
Yeah,
that for
you
the
were
shitty
willing.
guys,
She
Right.
happy.
right?
She
Okay,
happy.
yeah.
So you gonna do it for
No,
her.
good. Another example though of how guys love more, just so y'all know, guys kill themselves at 4 times the rate of women. Now it's also because we are more violent, we are more likely to like do fucking crazy shit, like fully end it and stuff. But after divorce, it's 9 times that of a woman.
Oh wow.
9 times.
Poor stink.
I literally have 3 friends, ladies, that all killed themselves within the last 3 years.
That's not
Yeah,
funny.
two of them shot themselves, y'all. But
No,
Because they got divorced?
no, because their girlfriends just broke up with them. They just broke up with them. But
Dang.
just so y'all, like that. But y'all need to understand,
Okay, I'm not.
it is that
breaking
serious
nobody's
though for
hearts
guys.
anymore.
I will say this.
It's
My
that serious.
ex-husband, before we got a divorce, I was like, you got one more chance. He did it. I was like, okay, cool, done. He literally drank Clorox and he took some Tylenol pills.
Wait
and
a minute.
and at first I contemplated calling the police because I was like, Now I was like, oh, I don't want this to be on me. Let me call him.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But I mean, you shouldn't even have felt bad because you gave him a bunch of chances. Like at this point, it's your fault.
I just didn't want to.
You messed
I didn't
up.
want to go to jail for his
No, I feel you though. But at this point, it's your
Whoa,
fault.
this just took a very dark
every
turn.
It's every man for himself.
So I just want to say something, just like, because the thing is, society has created a foundation for us to be cold-hearted.
Most definitely.
And so the reason I really do cape for men to be a little more emotional. I'm not saying you got to be on the floor,
Don't be a
curled
bitch.
up in a
Yeah.
ball
You
crying.
ain't got
yeah,
funeral
but just
cry.
don't be like one of those people. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
a
care. I don't
crybaby,
care about
so-
anything.
I'm not.
Because that's just the trend.
Well, so what ended up happening, in my personal opinion, is men's answer to hardcore feminism was the fuckboy movement. So it's like, I don't care about anything. I'm gonna fuck anything that walks. And
City
so
boy! City boy!
So the actual men who mean anything, they kind of get dropped down, and the high quality men are seen as simps, which him and I had an argument about this before of the definition of a simp. And it's because a lot of men are being told not to be a certain way that is naturally and biologically impossible. So when you have men imploding, it's because they are emotional. They don't know how to be communicative of their emotions, and they don't feel safe with you to tell you those emotions. Now, there's toxic men. There's toxic men. There's the man that'll tell you, if you want to break up with him, I'm going to kill myself.
Yep,
Why? Because
yep.
we
Fucking
are
do
allowed
it.
to
Yeah,
be
I heard that
emotional.
before.
So that's an emotional tactic for us to stay with that person. Now women do it too. Don't get me wrong. Women will
Mhm.
use that as a
Mhm.
tactic to keep their man too. However, for men, I cape so hard for it. Like it's something I'm really passionate about because I have known people to have also ended their lives due to emotional implodement, and it's because they don't know how to communicate that. They have to see a therapist in order to feel safe with that. But you should be able to go home to your woman and feel safe with that
And
person and be
tell
able to,
her.
without having to feel like, oh, now you being a bitch. I'm gonna
Yeah.
issue
I
this
mean,
shit
I mean,
anyway.
most of these guys that are doing it though, they're doing it because they don't have a woman to go home to. Like their
Yeah.
girl broke up and they're so alone and they have nothing, and that's why they go to it. When a guy does it, it's because he literally is at the bottom of the bottom. Like if you look at every guy that kills himself, it's financial. They're at the tippest of the bottom, but whether love, financial, all types of things. But when they're at the very bottom, they give up.
But they
Because
also don't
whenever
have
you're at
male
the very bottom,
friends. They don't have male friends that allow
You're-
them to be that either.
Agreed.
Because they
but
have
you
male
gotta
friends
understand
that
when
are
a
like,
guy gives up,
All
it's
their
because
friends are giving them
I just want you to understand when a guy gives up, it's because he feels like there is no other option. Okay, nothing. That's the only reason why. And reason why women don't do it as much is because y'all always have another option, whether it's your
What's the option?
family or
We make
your
a
girl,
way.
like a girlfriend or another man. There's always another option. Guys get down so far they have nothing.
what did you say?
What? Yeah. What were y'all gonna say? Was somebody gonna say something?
Oh, you were gonna say? I just said I disagree. I disagree.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm just explaining to y'all. Like I have friends, that have done this. Like shout out, rest in
I
peace to
agree.
Mac and
I most
Joshua and
definitely agree.
Tybo. Like yeah, no, like y'all got to realize everything that I'm saying. You could disagree with all of it, and you can go look it all up and look at the statistics. Like I'm not lying about the 4 times rate of guys killing themselves or 9 times rate after a
I
divorce.
definitely believe it.
Yeah, it's
No,
very true. Like
but they put themselves in that. Like,
I don't
Not
genuinely
you
necessarily.
mess
no.
up,
I
you mess
don't
up
think
so
so.
much. Like
I had a brother who like lost his life because like his wife was cheating on him, and like he did the stupidest thing, just for what?
Yeah.
It was dumb.
Yeah, no. What's the saddest thing? Like my 2 homies who shot themselves. It's like they did that, and afterwards I had to watch the girls that they were talking to that drove them to that point post on fucking Facebook and get all this sympathy from all these people,
And yet they didn't even.
and yet they
fucking
didn't
care.
give a fuck
Yeah.
about him that night whenever he needed them that bad.
Can I ask a
So
question?
like it gets to a really weird point where people kind of like get attention from it.
but do y'all
Like
did
it's
y'all
fucked up.
know what all was going on in
Did he
a
reach out to you?
relationship?
No, I wasn't reached out to. No, like guys don't reach out. Like we don't, because when you're at the bottom, when you feel, I'll tell y'all this, ladies, as a guy with BPD, okay, one of the worst emotional disorders a guy can fucking have. Okay, so I've been at those levels. I'm telling y'all what it feels like and what it is for a man. I'm telling y'all straight, truthfully. It feels like you have nothing else. I don't even have my family. I don't talk to any of my family, y'all.
What?
Yeah, I don't talk to
Is
either.
that your
None
thing,
of my
or
parents.
is it like a
No,
just a past?
well, it's a pride thing. It's because they did
That's
certain
the
things to
problem,
me,
too.
and then I'm not going to talk to them because
A
of what
pride
they did
thing
to me.
Pride
Yeah.
thing will make or break a
Yeah, I
whole
was
gonna say,
situation.
Yeah, you're right. But
men-
I'm just letting y'all know, guys have way less support systems. Y'all have a lot of support systems. It's that simple when it comes to the love thing.
Yeah,
I just
but
want y'all to
y'all
understand
supposed
that simply.
So I feel
Y'all
like
supposed to
men,
be
y'all are
strong.
so
Yeah.
scared to be vulnerable
Yes.
to even open up to a woman. Like y'all, again,
Because
it's a
we're
pride
supposed
thing.
to emote a different way. So like when I'm depressed, the best thing I can do is go work out or go play. I'm a paintball player. I should go play paintball. Go shoot some people. I should go and like
Love that for
do
you.
because we emote differently. Women emote by if my girl is having an emotional day, she wants to come and talk to me about it. She wants to come and I will sit there and I'll listen to all the stuff that she wants to talk about. A guy though, when we're having a bad day, we just need to go let it out physically. Like emotions to us is like a physical. Like y'all know, especially you, how healthy it is to go run. How healthy it is to work out. It releases endorphins. Men need that shit when they're fucking depressed. They need it. So when we can sit here and tell guys you need to talk more when they really need to be going to the gym more, that's fucked up. That's causing issues. And don't get me wrong, some guys do. I think 10 to 20% of guys with BPD or other emotional issues, they got to talk about it because they got shit, they got trauma from their past, whatever it is, and they got to let it out. Everybody with trauma needs to let it out. You can't ever hold it in. You got to fully let it out. So yeah, I agree with you, but we're talking about the exceptions to the rule, which, I like to talk about the majority, not the exception all the time.
Can I say, I think a pride thing make or break a whole situation too.
Oh yeah, a pride
Like
thing.
it will get
completely
in a way where it's like you literally messing up your blessing because your pride, and it's like if you would just move your
but
pride to the
also
side,
sometimes you got to push people out of your life that are in the way of your purpose.
True,
So
true.
like so for a man, like we know how feminism is. We know we live in a gynocentric society and all this stuff right now. It's sometimes you got to cut off your family. Sometimes you got to cut out some people in your life because they're never going to see your purpose. They're never going to see what you're trying to do, what you're trying to change, or what you're trying to build.
Yeah.
And so this happens to tons of men. I know tons of men that are in the same position as me. And it's because, yeah, like our families don't want us, trying to do something, trying to change the world, trying to make a difference.
But you got to show them like it's more than life than, what I present to you, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Next, I kind of wanted to talk about I want to know, do y'all think that men and women see well, kind of back to like the cheating thing, like, or actually I'll take it all back. Let me just rearrange all this shit. Okay. Do y'all think that like trans and gay people love differently? Like when somebody becomes a trans or gay, like they love women differently, or do you think that they're like everything's the same, like everything is exactly the same? Basically like all this stuff that we're talking about, how men love this way and women love more and all this stuff. Do y'all think that's true for even gay and trans people?
I think it's the same thing.
You think it's the same?
Your sexual identity does not change your mentality towards relationships.
Yep. What do you think?
Same.
You don't think it makes a
I
difference?
don't think it makes a difference.
I have no.
Well, yeah, you're not gay or trans, so you can't tell.
So honestly, I have no idea, but I feel like it's different.
You think, yeah, because you like,
I have never like experienced, but I just feel like
especially
it's
after taking the
because
hormones,
they're
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, after they do all that stuff.
I honestly have no idea.
You have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it really matters.
What do you think?
I have no clue, but I feel like society probably puts them in a whole different perspective. So I don't know.
Yeah, the whole nature versus nurture thing.
I agree with what she said. The only thing I think is differently, and I said this today, is with them sex is like so much like more free spirited. But other than that, I don't know.
So my favorite study, like this is by far like this is by far my favorite study of everything that I ever like to bring up. They did a study where they took men and they took women, and they asked the men, what do you ask whenever your girl cheats on you? And they always ask, did you fuck him? That's what men always ask. They always ask, did you fuck him? When you ask women when they cheat, they always ask, do you love her? Do you love her? And even when they ask gay people and trans people, it is exactly the same. And that just proves how biologically different men and women are. Doesn't matter how much we want to say society changes us, the nature versus nurture debate and everything like that. When that study was done, it just drastically proved right there. We are two completely different fucking things, and we see sex and love and everything completely different.
Yeah.
Now this is the other thing that really, it's a huge deal in a relationship. Love and respect are both the top two things in a relationship, in my opinion. Who deserves more respect in the relationship, the man or the woman? Start with you.
If you have to go 51-49.
Yeah,
well,
y'all can even say that.
Each partner facilitates something different. So like my boyfriend makes me feel that security that I talked about, that allows me to feel safe with being feminine. But I also provide him the foundation that he's looking for to be able to keep his 2 feet on the ground. So the respect goes both ways. You can't lack in respect and expect me to give you the same respect back. Now that doesn't mean that, I get to talk to you crazy, or that doesn't mean that you get to talk to me crazy. That mutual respect has to be there.
Yeah, mutual, 50-50. What do you think? Who deserves more respect, man or the woman?
I think 50-50 as well, but I also think, well, yeah, just a little bit. No, I do believe 50-50, but I'm going to lean more on women, kind of, because men, like we already talked about today, men have that option of having all these women, you know what I mean? So they can speak, talk to whatever they want to with any kind of female, because they have another one and another one and another one.
Only the top 10%. Remember that.
Well, I'm the same. You know what I mean?
The majority don't, though.
Well, okay.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, generally speaking.
I'm just saying that
women deserve it more, though, you think, because of those guys?
Yeah, because of I was gonna say a nigga. But it's gonna say a guy, because it can be any race. But they will try. Okay, this female won't let me do this. Let's see what this one will let me do. Or I'm gonna try this with her because she'll let it happen. Or she got on my ass about something. Let me go try somebody else. She's done. Like, guys do that.
Guys, y'all stop chasing these top 10% men, ladies. Stop chasing these men, ladies. What about you?
I'm going to definitely say a woman, only for the simple fact women, I don't know how to word it. We are the most powerful creatures on this planet. without us, nothing will be ran properly. A guy cannot function or think right. We make the house a home. So I definitely say
They make groceries a meal.
exactly.
Nah, for real.
What about you?
For me, it's 50-50.
50-50?
We supposed to both respect each other. If you wouldn't want me to go out and do this, I wouldn't. You don't. I mean, you shouldn't go out and do that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be 50-50,
yeah,
equal.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you don't screw me over, I won't screw you over.
Right.
What about
I
you?
honestly don't believe in 50-50. I believe in 100-100.
But just for respect though.
No,
so like,
it's
but
that's exactly,
even for respect,
yeah.
100%, 100%.
Like, I believe, like, cause like a man could do whatever he wants and try to accuse a woman like they're doing the opposite thing. You know, you can't, like what she was saying, like you need to have that balance. You need to have that balance in your relationship where you know that you can have a communication where you don't have to worry about disrespecting him or calling him out of his name. You need to have that respect. Same thing with him. Like he needs to know that he can't call me a bitch just because I'm simply just explaining my feelings.
Yeah.
50-50.
Like, bitch, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I agree. What about you? What do you think?
I would say 50-50, but if I had to choose, I would say women. And only because
They need
whatever
more
you give
respect.
me, we going to multiply.
So it's 50-50.
So if he's respectful to you, you'll be more respectful to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say 50-50 too. Yeah.
Yeah? What
What
about
was
you?
the question again?
Who deserves more respect, the man or the woman?
Oh yeah, it goes on both ends.
You think it's 50-50?
Yeah.
Because you give what you receive.
Right.
Facts.
Oh, man.
And some men like think like, oh, they supposed to receive something. No, you do the same thing we should do. If you want me to go act a certain type of way, you go act a certain
It's
type of
also
way.
like you shouldn't waste your energy on trying to give them that energy that they gave you. Like, say fuck up.
But
Well,
I still
so-
feel like
They
sometimes
already
that
fucked you
mentality
up.
right there, the fuck up mentality, is what creates that hostility in your relationship.
Yeah.
Because when I don't know any of you personally, but just based on a lot of people's answers, I'm pretty sure all of us have had that one really, really bad relationship. And so what ends up happening is we take that emotional baggage and we put it onto the next man.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't want that man to do that to us from their past relationship, because our first answer is, I'm not her.
Yeah.
I'm not your ex.
That's exactly what I'm
we'll
trying
tear
to say.
down.
Like, we shouldn't be so toxic. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, us, they can fuck us over, but you know how this mentality that you're speaking of right now, women are like, you know what, I'm gonna do the same thing to him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, fuck that. I'm not gonna give you that energy, and I'm not gonna give you that time of day where you try to get a reaction out of me because of what you did. You did it.
Yeah.
Now you deal with it.
Absolutely.
So here's the thing. For good men, I'm gonna say good men, they deserve more respect. And I'll explain really simply why they deserve way more respect. Because even the Bible says this. It's one of my Ephesians is my favorite book of the Bible, and the reason why is they talk a lot about the cycle between respect and love. It's not something that is an equal thing. There's a cycle. And women are to respect their husbands, and their husbands are to love their wives. And the reason why is because the man has more power if he's a good man. If he provides for you, if he's doing all the stuff, he has more responsibility. You need to respect that. You respect that he does more. And like you were saying, there's some people who have trauma and they bring it from old relationships, and it's all about how it starts. Like, think back to y'all's relationship and think back to how y'all's arguments start. And who was the first one who raised their voice? Now, if the guy's always the first one to raise their voice, I agree with y'all. That guy ain't shit. But I can tell you from every one of my relationships, it's usually the woman that's raising their voice. It's usually the woman that's disrespecting the man first. Now, is it because the man isn't a big enough man? Is it because he wasn't able to pay a bill, or he was complaining about something, or he was acting like a bitch? Yeah, I can say from my own personal experience, like, yeah, I did certain things that made her act that way. But was it worth disrespecting him? No. And that's the thing today, is it's so normalized. If we look at TV shows, Everybody Loves Raymond, we look at all these things, it's so normal to disrespect your man. Men are looked at as like these little fucking disposable stupid men. If you watch TV and movies and all this stuff, men are looked down so hard on, and and that causes women to disrespect men like crazy. And we don't even see it. If y'all look back, y'all won't even recognize when you've done it before sometimes. And in reality, that's all a man wants is respect. Respect is love to a man.
No, there's a way to tell a man to tighten up without being disrespectful.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Just
By the
like,
face.
there's a way to curse somebody
Yeah,
out
just
without
rephrase
saying
it.
one word that's a curse word.
Yeah.
So if you tell your man, like, hey, I noticed you doing this, and that. I'm gonna need you to, either back off a little bit or tighten up a little bit or be stronger with this. There's a way to do that. However, I do feel like what ends up happening is the way that my generation was raised, the millennials.
Yeah.
We were raised to be a little bit more stern because men started to slack off a little bit. So then we were raised by our mothers to be like,
get your shit together.
Right.
What men are actually leaders?
Well, that's the problem.
Right.
That's why y'all gotta stop. So one of the big reasons why I teach all this stuff, ladies, is because I have this theory. I have a theory that if all women just tomorrow closed their legs and said no guys can have sex anymore, every guy in the world will have to step up and become a fucking badass to be able to get the sex. They used to have to work really hard to get it. They used to, but now that sex is devalued and it's so easy to get it, because I'm not saying it's y'all, but because of the hoes out here, like because of that, there's nothing to work for. They can get it so easily. Why do they even do anything more? So that's why, with that theory, if everybody did that, if everybody just cut these guys off, we would have a bunch of amazing men. But right now we have a bunch of men that are shitty because they keep getting sex so easily. But there's no reason for them to improve. It really comes down to, honestly, y'all ladies just fucking cutting these guys off for them to get better. It sucks, but that's just the truth in my
Aren't
opinion.
you the same person that said you're supposed to sleep with them on the first night if you have a
Wait,
Tell me something.
So that is what I still say.
Girl
No,
likes you more when she sleeps with you the first night.
she does.
Oh, wow.
It's a fact. So I could prove this also. There's tons of studies that show that if a woman has sex with a guy on the first date, it means that she actually has burning, genuine desire for him. And that's and look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't. You also gotta understand, I don't tell women to do that anymore. I have grown. I have changed. But what I do tell them to do now is you do need to have it with them as soon as you really want to. So if that's after a month or two, you shouldn't ever tell somebody 3 months though. Like, I'm gonna make you take me on 5 dates or anything. That's stupid. Now,
that is
when you're comfortable, you're comfortable. Whether that's the first night,
it has to happen.
6 months from now.
It has to happen genuinely.
Yes. That's all I preach, is that it just has to be burning, genuine desire. And you don't have burning, genuine desire for the guy that you put a date on. Or you the thing is, y'all make rules like y'all make rules for the guys that are the betas, and y'all break rules for the alphas. Okay, and this happens all day long.
He's definitely right. He's definitely right.
And so
I agree.
And because of that, your man wants to be one of the alphas. Like, I don't care what any guy says, they want to be one of the guys that's alphas. Like, if I know that my girl made me wait 30 days. But she told me stories about what she did in the past, and she let guys hit on the first night and stuff. Yep. I'm not gonna want to. Obviously, you don't love me as much, or you don't care about me as much as those other guys. No, and well, no, I agree with you. So there's after a certain amount of bodies, we can once again look at
age. You act a little different.
She right.
But
maturity. I ain't the same person when I was 20, 21.
But
at 28.
But if we look at what men like, and I'm not saying this is every man, there's exceptions to the rules, but for the guys, especially the high value guys that make really stupid money and stuff, but they usually want younger women.
Is it because they want younger women because they couldn't get nobody in their age bracket? That's what I go for.
Hey, I honestly,
sugar baby.
So you go younger because you couldn't get
baby.
nobody else in your age bracket.
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
I'll give you an example as somebody that's 32, and I tried to date girls in my age bracket before I got with my 23-year-old girlfriend. I tried to date some girls, but they played stupid games, like not responding all day, fucking play. They play really. The thing is, once you've gone through trauma and you're 30. You do some really stupid games as a woman because you've already had all the fuck boys. You've done all the bullshit. You're like, I'm not wasting my time anymore.
He's right.
And then next thing you know, y'all are like, this is
ready to change.
You want to know the real truth, the real big issue? If you're a woman that's a 3 or a 4 or a 5, you can still fuck a guy that's
4 or 5.
Yeah,
I'm just
like the look.
Hold on. We're gonna say 5. Hold on. Nobody's calling anybody numbers or anything. We're talking to general. I'm not calling y'all anything. I'm saying the general public. 5 is average, ladies.
Okay.
I'm a 5 as a guy. I'm an average guy. There's nothing that makes me super extraordinary. There's nothing that makes me super bad. I'm a 5. I'm an average guy. So I'm gonna say for an average woman, okay, who's like a 5, she can easily fuck a guy that's a 10. You know those guys that are 6'4", they're basketball players, whatever. They will fuck any girls. Most guys will fuck any fucking girls. So those girls, when they do that, it inflates your ego. It makes you to be like, well, if I fucked a 10, I could probably date one of those.
But you know
I could probably marry one of those because I got sex from one. And the problem is That's just inflating your ego. Men don't even have that same issue. We don't even do that. We don't even get the opportunities like that.
That's why a lot of women say, "Oh, my man fucked a dude. I mean, a female that's like uglier than me because they can, you know, if you have that type of man that's good looking,
they can get anybody.
All women gonna come to him, so he can, he have opportunities to fuck like ugly.
Why were you shaking your head?
Yeah,
but I say they can mess with whoever they want to, but at the end of the day, they going back to the person they going home to, who's at the house. Like
maybe
you could be for sure. The girl that's crying on their pillow, that's who they going back to the home with. Like, they know them deeper than the homegirl from the club.
And there's some guys that do that where they have like a girl that's like their main girl that's always home, like that's their main woman. They have their bitches on the side. Or you could do it like Islam or Muslims where they have sister wives. You know, there's
that's different.
And honestly, this is about to be the future. Like this bothers a lot of people, but because of the internet literally causing all the women to go and start dating the top guys, this is going to be very normal over the next decade. You're going to see tons of people switching to Islam, doing the multiple wives thing, or guys having one main girl and bitches that they take out on dates and maybe fuck every once in a while. Like this is about to be a very normal thing because women don't want to settle. And I don't blame y'all for not wanting to settle. You're giving up orgasms for the rest of your life if you settle. You're literally because
the corny guy.
Because it just depends how emotional.
Trying to make it make sense.
Well, because it's very emotional for you to have an orgasm. You have to have everything has to be perfect for a woman to have an orgasm. Yes, it has to all be. There's a lot of little nuance in having an orgasm for a woman. If you try to make it with the ugly guy or the guy that you just settled for because he's a beta bucks, he has money or something like that, you might be giving up having orgasms the rest of your life. And I don't think that women should settle because that sounds horrible. I wouldn't want to do that either.
There's a difference between settling and settling down.
Yeah, I heard somebody say something the other day. There's a difference between somebody said settling sounds really bad, so we should use compromising. And I was like, like women should compromise more. They shouldn't use the word settling. They should use the word compromising because you're compromising on the things that you want. Like you're like, I want a 6'2" guy. Well, let's compromise on this guy's 6 foot. I'll take it. You know, compromise. Don't sit there and always tell your friends and stuff like, well, we're settling. I'm going to settle for this guy. It sounds really bad. And that's not true. You're not settling. You're kind of just getting what you're worth. We were talking about Kevin Samuels before the show started. Mm-hmm. Kevin Samuels, all he did was call out girls that called themselves 9s and 10s and said, baby girl, you're a 5. It's okay. Like there's plumbers out here. There's electricians out here. There's HVAC guys out here that are making $50K today and they would love the fuck out of you. They're good quality men. And in 10 years, they're going to be journeymen and they're going to take care of you really well. And they might be owning a company or something. There's great men that you can bet on as an average woman, but nobody's choosing them. Nobody wants to choose the average guys. It's fucked up.
Well, I would say that a lot of women think they're entitled to high value men without creating like that foundation.
Why would they be entitled, do you think? Like, what do you think's making them
that would be one.
This environment.
And I feel like a lot of women are told, and I've been trying to keep up with the podcast to like follow your growth. But at the same time, when I found you, thanks to APZ, she when I started watching it, it was more along the lines of like, if you're between the age bracket of 18 to maybe 24, you have this ability to get, if you're pretty, if you're 7 and above, you have this ability at your young, ripe age to get into these circles to where you can be around these high value men without having any value yourself other than your looks, which that's been perpetuated with Instagram models and all these other things where, and I'm sure you as an esthetician, I'm sure you know a lot of women pride themselves on their beauty.
Most definitely.
However, my man makes 6 figures and he is into he's into personal fitness. He's working on his apparel and he's working on his training facility and all that other stuff. But as a massage therapist, I actually hold value to his business.
Right.
Because we both together can create something together where it's massage therapy with personal training.
Money together.
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot about muscles because I'm a medical massage therapist on top of that. So there's health benefits to having me around. Now, if he were to get somebody who's prettier than me, he can find somebody prettier than
Most
me.
Definitely.
He knows this. I consider myself a good 6'7". That's just where I personally put myself. But at the same time, could he find an 8, 9, a 10? He is a very handsome man, if I can vote. And he's from Florida, and he's from Fort Lauderdale. So that's right next to Hollywood. It's right next to Miami. He can get a Build-A-Bitch any day of the week. and somebody would take that because of how much money he makes annually. They're going to jump on that immediately. But what value do they bring him? So the reason that a lot of men end up in the situations that they're in is because they go for the 18 to 24-year-old who's a build-a-bitch or who's an Instagram model, or like, obviously no disrespect, but it is what it is. And these women don't bring any value. Every single woman here has an occupation. Every single woman here has one. So if you're dating a doctor, you can relate to him because you work in the healthcare industry. If you were to date a plastic surgeon, you'd work amazing with them because you're an esthetician.
Yeah, right.
And like, so all you're saying is being complimentary. And here's the thing. You can be complimentary like that, but say there's a guy who makes $500,000 a year. Okay? He kills it. He has an amazing business. His girl doesn't have to help him with fucking anything. There's nothing that he has assistants. He has everything for this business. That guy, being complimentary to that type of man is literally just being a nurturing mother, cooking, cleaning at the house, doing all that stuff because he fucking kills it in a financial way. So complimentary is different for every woman. You can be complimentary like that, or you can be complimentary by being a good mother at the house. I would argue that the more high status a man is, the more money a guy makes, the more your career has no fucking influence at all on the relationship.
Let me tell you why that's not true.
Right.
My boyfriend wants to eventually own his own logistics company. He wants to be able to be the person who creates the facilities where they dispatch the trucks do the deliveries and makes money that way, right? So when I was in the military, I was a truck driver. So being with that, that's another way that I compliment him, right? Now let's just say for some odd reason, the person who he uses as his partner falls flat, right? He now either has to frantically search for one or potentially lose his business. He doesn't have to because I'm here now.
Oh.
If you have a doctor who has his own private practice and he has people with him, you as an esthetician could tell him, like, no, that's not
That
how that
doesn't
works.
look
That
right.
shouldn't go
Yeah,
that way.
most definitely.
I'm not disagreeing with anything that you said. I told you can be complimentary.
No, but what you said was if you have a man that's killing it, you as a woman don't need to provide much other than a home. That's not true. You can provide
I stick
a home.
by what I said.
You can provide.
I'm not telling you to change
like
it.
the support and like y'all working together. Y'all working together is the big is the main thing.
Yes.
There's
It's
this
the
whole
main
obsession
thing.
with like power couple stuff, and I get it. My dad was the perfect power couple. Him and my stepmom
really depends.
fucking killed it. Like I'm talking about, they're both fucking killing it right now, owning tons of property together. Okay, so yeah, I get the whole power. Trust me, it's my biggest dream.
It depends.
Trust me, it's my biggest dream. But at the same time, I'm just telling you, it's different for every couple. I just want you to become. I'm just happy you're complimentary. I don't care how any woman is at this table complimentary. You can be complimentary with the esthetician or the doctor or whatever. But I will tell you, the more money a guy makes, the less your career matters. And the biggest reason why is because when a woman makes money, it's her money. Okay, and then on top of that, whenever a woman is like really developed in her career, she really gives a fuck about her career, the man's career doesn't matter. And that's not how it's going to go. It's never going to be like that with a man that's really fucking killing it. He's going to expect you to put everything into what he's doing. And like you can put into your, like, trust me, they do want a girl to have her side hustle because you don't want to be bothered all the time by your girl all the fucking time. But I still really believe that the more money a guy makes, the less he really gives a fuck about it at all.
Nah, he going to always support you.
Yeah,
no, that's why I said.
And that's how he meets you. Like,
well, like he'll
somehow,
support you. I'm not saying he won't
That's
support
why I
you.
said it depends on like your relationship with
I
them.
don't think it's about supporting as much as it is like it's not about him supporting me as much as it is me being able to support him.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is, God forbid something happens to him.
you know,
Yeah,
you
but
gonna be the one
I want
that's
you have the home situated, you have the kids situated, but do you have him situated?
Here's the saddest part about what you just said, though. The powers that be and the people that make money off of us and create the dollar bills and shit, they love that you just fucking said that. They fucking love it because you're sending your kids to fucking daycare then. You're sending your kids to public school then. You're sending them out to learn from the fucking from the environment instead of from the parents. This is what they want. They don't want the mothers in the household being nurturing mothers and making the nuclear family stronger. They don't want y'all doing that.
So let me tell you how you teach women in our age bracket how to do that. So my boyfriend has mentioned to me multiple times that he would like for me to stay at home, right? Now, if him and I ever decide to have a family, there's a difference between saying, you know what, within the first year to 3 years of our child being born, those are the extremely important ages for a child. That's when you really want to instill certain things in them, right? You really want to teach them. But after that, in between that doesn't mean that I cannot work.
I think you could have side hustles for sure.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you have to, push as hard as your man. If he has it situated and he's solid, absolutely. But that doesn't mean that a woman should feel content and complacent and not doing anything other than raising a child and making sure that the house is clean and the food is cooked.
I just want y'all to understand that the best priority for you, your family, the world, all of it, everybody, is focusing on the family. That's all I'm saying. Fully focusing on that, because that's the biggest issue today, is that there's nobody focusing on the family. And here's the thing, y'all want to know how to lock down a guy that's actually
He's right.
y'all want to know how to lock down a guy that makes $500,000 or a millionaire? I'll tell y'all exactly what to do. Be perfectly complimentary to him, and don't just give pussy like all the other girls. That means coming into his life and fully providing just as much value to him as what he's giving to you, whether that's cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. But also ask him what he needs help with in his business. If he's like, if he's stressing out, or even just randomly be like, hey baby, is there anything with your business that you need help with? Is there anything that I can like help you with in these things? Yeah, that's all you gotta do. You could easily lock down really high value guys, because most girls don't do what I just said. Most girls only have sex.
I have a question.
So nowadays, don't nobody want to be like no housewife. Don't nobody want to be controlled
once you do it for the wrong guy, you never want to do it again.
Yeah,
I have a thing.
And that's trauma based. Then everybody's sitting around with trauma,
and everybody is traumatized. That's why a lot of people don't say, no, I'm not going to be a stay-at-home, mom. Like,
yeah.
I feel like before his plan even happened, y'all done already talked about what is about to happen. So for you to be like, oh, she about to be at the house. First of all, I didn't already talked about. Like you said, I'm be at the house for a year or two, but before his business even started up, I already knew what his business was about. So we already done talked about the finance, the company, the people that need to be in place of the front desk to the security at this point. I'm just making it make sense. So for you to be like, oh, she don't know nothing, you lies. She the first person he even telling. Before he even telling his partners or his business people, he gonna go to her first to be like, hey babe, is you think this okay? Yeah, I think it's okay.
And
So for you
that's
to say that,
fine. I'm not saying that that's not okay. But even then, if you want to talk about business advice, absolutely the best person to go for business advice.
She might be the second person.
Not saying that you might not have a lot of business advice, because you've gone through a lot of shit, so you've learned a lot. But the best person to actually go to business advice for is your homies. A guy with a good network of guys and business owners, and actually a high value network of men. You go and get tax information from him. You go and get fucking commercial. Like if you need help with anything, you go to your homies. You do not go to your girl who has no connections in those things.
When you first about to start a business, who you talk to first?
Your significant other.
Thank you. Make it make sense. Yeah. Then he gonna talk to the homies to make sure that I was thinking about this so and so.
Yeah.
So,
but
the
here's the thing. I agree with everything that you're saying. I agree.
Okay.
Do you think I went to my homies when I started this podcast and everything?
No,
I was talking.
You went to your girl or your mother.
I was bullshitting with her a lot about it, but it was the homies that I was like, "Yo, what could we do? How do we make this?"
Girlfriend first, and then you went to your friends.
Look, you're preaching to the choir. I very much believe in a team, a man and woman working team. I'm just saying that I get the more value out of my guys than the woman. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, for all these girls here,
y'all, it really depends.
Okay.
Everybody's different. Everybody
you was just saying how your girl be up here making a drink, so obviously you brought her into the team
because she think that would be the good accent of this podcast.
No, she's a great assistant. The reason why she doesn't come now is because we've had too many girls come on here and act crazy as fuck and threaten to hit her and stuff. So yeah,
why is that? Because I'm just shaking the drinks and putting ice.
She's probably not gonna come up here anymore because some bitches act too crazy. But I mean that's just what happens.
I wouldn't want to come there. I wouldn't want to come either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to come either. I don't blame her. My girl is a princess. She is not ever gonna be around none of this bullshit up here.
I've never met a girl who
I feel you.
Ice or no ice.
She made a sweater the other day, dude.
Yeah.
That's talent.
Yeah, no, she's a badass.
Any of y'all have actually met her. No. She is a legitimately
so funny.
She's very quiet.
I'm here for it.
I wanted to hug her.
But ice or no ice.
Yeah, no, I like honestly, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like you were preaching. I really believe in the man woman working together thing, like a lot. I'm just saying, just for certain things, there's certain ways that you should do it.
It's good that you protect your girl, though.
Yeah, no, she doesn't need to be around any fuck shit. There's no way. No, she's a princess. I want to know now though.
Why are you out here?
I don't know. Hey, let's get these super chats.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. I totally forgot about those. $5 from Zorro. Thank you for coming back, man. Nice to see you. Where are these good women? Most are 304, super masculine, don't respect men. They work on things most men don't find attractive. They want the careers, man. That's just
How he
no,
look?
there's plenty of
Is
women.
that anime?
That's the anime. That's what he look.
Very Let me see your real face.
Episode 10 is what he's looking like.
What were you
Yo,
saying?
these insults are coming in heavy, chat.
Let me
Look
stop.
at
Let me
the
stop.
sign
I'm really nice.
language.
Y'all mad.
Let me stop.
Those women are out there. They're here. They're on this panel, but
They're
the
here.
problem is none of these women here have found a man that allows them to feel secure. So if you come with that security, you'll find the good woman. It's that simple.
It's like I was saying, like there's more
I
good
feel
women
like
than
we
good
all
men.
good
Like
women.
technically,
we just haven't
like
found
like I said, y'all are all
So
technically
I find
good,
these women-
but
it's
guys
a big
still got it.
thing.
Y'all are all gonna be fighting over this until we fully get rid of fucking feminism's bullshit. I'm telling y'all, man. If y'all don't, and there's a new fifth wave of feminism. I showed this video the other day. A girl was talking about how there's a new fifth wave of feminism, and it's women realizing what real femininity is. How to be a real woman. And I really think that's a wave that's going on right now. Think about all the girls that are talking about not sleeping around anymore. Like, what's her name that went on Pearl's show? I can't think of her fucking name. She went on with Andrew Tate, Brittany Renner. Like, I'm telling you, there's about to be a wave of girls talking shit.
Everybody hate her,
Well,
and I don't know why.
Well, because she
I
went
love
on.
her.
Well,
Isn't that
because
that
she
girl
went on
that
that
got
show with
gangbanged
Andrew
or
Tate.
She's being honest.
She belongs to the streets.
She keeping it honest.
She was too honest. What's the name? Oh, $10 from Baby Blue. Thank you, Baby
That
Blue. I
girl
appreciate
who
you.
got gangbanged,
Well,
right?
she keeping it. My game, she definitely keeping it.
Zoro's
honest.
lost with the 5. Ladies, thank you. You are prime examples that I made a great decision to invest in animal food, wine, and IVF. Let's make money, fellas, so you don't deal with this bullshit.
Another one of the.
One of the big things that I like to joke about, ladies, is that y'all are all gonna be stuck single when you're older. So like, we gotta invest in like
Buy a dog and die alone.
Shout out to
Chewy.
Kevin Samuel. Yeah, Chewy. We gotta invest in IVF, like all the Starbucks.
Always invest in healthcare, medical supplies.
Yeah, I
Always
mean that
need
is
those.
IVF stuff, guys. Invest in healthcare.
Well, so even with IVF, I'm glad he brought that up because feminism also talks about women's health rights. You don't ever hear a man's health rights being brought up ever. So if you wanted right now to get a vasectomy, you don't have to talk to your girl about it. If you and her were to get married, you wouldn't have to talk to her.
I think
about
you have to have at least
However,
one kid or go to counseling first or something like that.
That's up to the medical provider. What I'm saying is, in the dynamic of men and women, I know this because I was married. If I wanted to have my tubes tied, my husband would have had to sign off on it.
That's crazy.
That's bullshit.
That's
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree with
That's
y'all.
when
Yeah,
you
I
had
agree
to
with
fall
y'all.
down some
And
real
there's
damn
no-
stairs.
There's no political talk about should a man be
has to
allowed to
happen.
have a vasectomy. There's a conversation about should women be allowed to have abortions no
I'm
matter
surprised
what the
that's even a
circumstances.
thing. That's
I
a-
agree.
No,
But that's what
the
I'm saying,
abortion
like,
argument. Oh, we can
feminism
delegate that
has
one.
its
Let's
perks.
dive right in, Sergio. Why don't we?
But should I really quick?
Yeah, let's
Should
go
I?
ahead and hit that, please.
I gotta hit y'all with this one.
I gotta go to the bar right after this.
I was just saying that because as far as feminism goes, there are perks to it. It's just when you start becoming radical with it, that's when things obviously get out of hand.
Yeah, so I just gotta know. Do y'all think men should have reproductive rights? Should a guy be able to financially sign away? Like if the woman and we're gonna say this is in a state where the woman can abort. If the woman can abort the baby, so not Texas, can the guy also sign his rights away on that same child?
You know what? I say yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'll probably say yeah too. It's pros
What do
and
you think?
cons. I feel like that's her decision ultimately.
Do what you want, me vale pura mierda.
You want him to do it if he wants to?
I say no because most likely we'd be the one to take care of the child. Most
Yeah.
Facts.
What do you think?
I say yes.
He should be able to.
What do you mean on his behalf or for
Like he'll be able to sign off and
His
not have to
parental
pay
rights.
child support for the next 18
Oh no,
years.
sign.
Oh wait, what?
That's
okay,
what
I
you're
go
doing.
back. I go back. Come back to me.
No,
Yeah,
that's what
this
I'm
is
I didn't
saying
hear the, I didn't hear the question right.
Here,
That's what I
here,
was saying.
here.
But like mutually agreed or just like on
No,
his own?
he's
So he could
just
be
like
allowed.
how a woman can go and get an abortion without asking her boyfriend.
Oh yeah,
He's
that's what
able
I'm
to
saying.
sign
That's
off
what I'm
just the
saying.
No,
same.
because we
if
don't
a
know what the
woman-
situation is. We
if
don't
a-
know what the situation is.
Yeah.
So we might need to be like,
if a woman
So-
was
so
saying,
here.
if a woman told a man, okay, I'm pregnant, you want this child, and he's gonna say, no, I don't want a child right now, and she proceeds to have the child, he can have some kind of right with that. I feel like he should because
Okay.
most women take advantage of men that
They
way.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think? You're changing your answer on that one?
Honestly, nah. Like, look,
Want to keep the same
if
answer?
I wanted to keep the kid, I would keep the kid. I don't want the kid. You don't want the kid. Cool.
Oh,
You
fuck
want
them
the
kids.
Fuck them kids. Yeah, I'll fall down some stairs before anything happens.
Oh
I'm
no.
crying.
What about you?
He should have his rights.
He should have his rights. Okay, so ladies, what I would argue is that in the state where women also have the right to have an abortion, if the guy is able to sign away, it is equal at that point. Because what does that do? It checks you. It says, you know what? I'm not going to go sleep with this guy or try to have his baby because he's just going to sign his rights away. So y'all both have the ability to walk away. But in Texas, I think it's fair. I think right now, since y'all can't have an abortion and I can't sign my rights away, I think it's fair. Now we both have to look at each other before we fuck and say, do we want to make this mistake? Do we want to have this, you know?
Hey, you want to go to the local Shell and get some Trojans or
Or
whatever?
do you want to drive to Louisiana and still get the abortion? I mean, it's ways around.
We could go to
Yeah,
Mexico
yeah.
too,
Like, you
baby.
go to other
Cancun.
Yeah. I mean,
other states.
I like states to have
Have
the
this
right.
abortion
Like,
on the sand.
I really support like the states' rights, and right now the states have the right. You know, a lot of people don't like that, but I think that that's the best way it should be, honestly. Yeah. What was the next one? $5. Oh wait, did we do that one? Yeah, $5. If men disappeared tomorrow, society would crumble in a few weeks. Men run the infrastructure that allow you to live your cushy life where you stay.
You just
someplace.
We don't care.
Go watch your Dragon Ball Z, boy.
We don't care.
Here, hold on. I
We
gotta
run the
ask.
world.
I gotta ask though. Wait, so y'all run the world. Like y'all really think men ain't shit, you know? Like they
No,
could
we love
disappear.
men.
But I'm
We
just
love
saying.
it.
I'm just saying though.
Y'all just
Here,
give us a headache.
I said it wrong. But men ain't shit though, right? Like if they disappeared, it wouldn't be a big deal, right?
Nah, we didn't say that. You
Well,
said that.
Well, no, but this is what he said.
Society
He said
would
that.
not crumble in a few
Yeah.
weeks at all.
We
You
all
don't,
want
you don't think it would crumble?
I feel like it would be very
Here, hold on.
stable.
Hold on. I gotta ask a question really quick. Who's the prize, men or women?
Women.
Women.
Once you have the best, you can't do better.
Women. Who's the prize, men or women?
I'm gonna say men because
You
we
crazy.
cannot have children without them. I'm gonna
Yes,
say
they
men.
Women.
have
What,
us.
what do you think?
Wow.
Men or women? Who's the prize?
You was
I can wait a minute.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
And a man can't have a damn child
Without
without
a
a woman.
woman. A house is not a home without a woman.
What do you
Let's
think?
make it
Carry
make
You got an
sense.
answer?
We reproduce that.
Women.
Women? Who's the
The
prize?
first time you asked me, I said men. Now I'm going to say both. Because if you're in an actual healthy relationship, you're both the prize. You are the prize to your man, and your man is the prize to you.
Okay.
Okay.
But
All
for
right,
right
so-
now, we're off.
Here, hold on, one mic. Let me explain really quick. Here, let me explain really quick. If there was an island of 100 men and an island of 100 women, and the one with the 100 men had one woman, and the one with the 100 women had one man, which one's going to reproduce the island first? The one with the one man and the 100 women. So men create more life than women do.
Yeah.
Women can create life, but men can create more life in a shorter period of time. Also,
That's a
Who
white
puts-
ass pussy.
hold on.
Hold
Hold on. Who puts the ring on your finger to get married? The man does. The man does. So y'all have to act a certain way to be able to get the ring from him first.
He do
Okay? So he's the prize in that aspect as well. No. It's always the man is the prize. It's always the man is the prize. And the reason why the world is so fucked up today is because we forgot that men were the prize. If we had a world where we still valued men, we still valued the
Still don't
infrastructure
agree.
that men
I
built.
think the
and
world
that
is
we
so
do.
Right.
fucked up
I
'cause
did
men
buy a
no longer
dildo for a
agree.
reason.
Men no longer
You're
appreciate
damn
the women.
right.
We are the
Yeah.
prize. Y'all forgot that we're the prize.
No. I would argue. Hold on.
I'm confused.
Hold on. I would argue there's too many men that think women are the prize. Most men are simps. Most men will do anything for some pussy, and they're exactly the reason why y'all have this inflated mindset that y'all are the prize is because most men are inflating that ego to that point. Most men
know
will
my
do.
worth, and
Okay.
men don't.
Sergio.
But we're
So,
allowed to say
You
that,
just
though.
said when a man is a prize because he's proposing, correct?
Yes.
So is he proposing to every female? It's like you said, a woman has to have some kind of like.
I'm saying the guy that you want is the prize. I don't know who y'all
But
choose
a
or anything,
woman
but the
has
guys
to-
y'all want are
I
the
feel like
prize.
the woman has to be the prize because why is he proposing? He wants you to be in his life forever. He wants to die with you. He wants to.
You want to
procreate.
build
I think
with
he
him.
should
Kiss you,
propose,
you know
though.
what I mean?
What I'm saying-
I think he should propose.
What I'm saying is one person has to
that's what
work
she
for it
said.
more than the
Okay,
other
I'm like,
one.
that
In
is
my
it.
opinion, the woman has to work harder to get the ring than the guy has to work to get the girl to accept the
So the
ring.
woman's the prize.
That's
No, the guy's the prize because you want the ring from him. Like
Well, we
I think,
can say
think
no,
about.
though.
Hold on. Think about how many
wants the
guys
marriage?
that y'all really want. I'm talking about the guy that you really have burning genuine desire for, the top 10% guy that most women are fucking but they can't lock down. Y'all want marriage. That guy is a prize. He is the prize. Y'all are doing whatever it takes to get him to take you seriously and take the relationship serious. Women are the gatekeepers of sex, but men are the gatekeepers of relationships.
So what he's saying in a slightly less
he kind of
sexist
right.
way is so as women, we will always find a man that wants us. Always. It doesn't matter how good he looks or how ugly he is, what he makes, if he's a millionaire or if he's a McDonald's burger flipper.
Right.
Men, on the other hand, it's a little different. if there was one man here that was essentially, a lot of women tend to have the same aspects of what they want in a man. So if you drop that one man in a puddle full of women who want that specific man, we're gonna kill each other for him.
And he
But
pick
it's
who he
not
choose.
necessarily gonna
Like,
go
he
the other
won't.
way around, because
Yep.
if that man has his options, he's not gonna fight over you. He's
Yeah.
gonna fight
You're
over
right.
the woman who wants him as much as he wants them. It's not necessarily the other way around.
Yeah, now don't get me
right
wrong. There's
about that.
lots of
You're right
guys
about
though that will propose to y'all for fucking nothing. Like, you know, like he's just so desperate or whatever. Like he'll, you know,
Why
like
they gotta be
so.
desperate?
Hey,
Why
it's
can't
just
they be in love?
hey. I mean, so a lot of women will say that, be like, oh, you know, this guy who's 5'8", but he's a millionaire. You know, like he really cares about me. That's why he's doing all this stuff. But it's like he's probably actually doing it because he's really weird. Like no other girl liked him before. Like he's kind of a dork or
He's
something.
got one-itis.
Yeah, he got one-itis. Like there's certain things that you would never think. Like you're like, oh, he can't be a loser. I see him messaging girls all the time, or he's a millionaire. He has to have all these options. But it's like, no, sometimes money doesn't make a guy. There's some guys with a lot of money and they're still fucking
It's
really
still
losers.
lame.
Yeah, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about because a lot of y'all have gone on dates with those type of guys. You know, like the guy that takes you to a really nice spot, but he can't hold a conversation for shit. You know, like it's very common. What was the next one? Or Chef Don, I can read that too. Put it this way: they want a taller, stronger, more confident, smarter, and more affluent person than they are. How can they want someone better than them but be the prize? That I've never seen it that way.
All right, Chef
Y'all always want a man. Like if I asked most women, you know, 99 or 100
Because
women,
I
they
want
would
him
say.
taller does not make him the prize.
Well, no, I'm gonna say more than taller. I'm
Don't
gonna
nobody
say.
like I don't like tall men.
Well,
So
I don't want a Kevin
Well,
Hart though.
you're really short. I'll just
but
leave
no,
it.
I'm saying most short women like tall men. Most women like tall men.
Yeah.
You know, don't matter
Well,
what height they are.
Like the big point why he's saying that is because like if we lined up 100 women, okay, and I asked them, do y'all want a guy that's taller, smarter, stronger, more of a leader than you? Most of them would say that that's what they want. And like you might be an exception for a couple of those things, but I'm just saying most women.
Would be tall.
That's what I'm
However,
saying. Every
if
woman
you
is
got
different.
everything,
Yeah, there's
and
always exceptions
like
to the
I
rule.
said, my husband was 6'6", but I also dated someone 5'7". That's like a whole foot.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Literally a whole foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Can
It's
we
how,
flip
it's how
that?
they treat you.
Can we
Yes.
flip
No
that?
matter how tall
that
they are.
that can change the whole
Heck
dynamic.
yeah.
Like you could be Kevin Hart short,
Exactly.
but it's the simple things that just be like,
yeah.
But I still want him.
So
We got
X it out.
$10 from Excel Self. Thank you, bro. I don't think I've ever seen you on here. At Red Top. Is Red Top? Who's Red Top? Red Top. So your man asked to
Red
be a
Top.
stay-at-home mom, and you would like to keep working instead. Sounds like his needs are not being
What is he
met. I
talking
really
about?
think you both will part ways.
Huh?
Oh,
He's
he's
wishing
being
the
mean. You
What
wanna
is he
respond to him?
talking about?
Okay.
Because
good
she
night.
was saying that her dude asked her to be a stay-at-home. Like,
She said that she
She
said for the
said-
first
yes.
2 to 3 years that she would be a stay-at-home mom.
compromise.
Yeah.
So I'm learning from the last time I was here.
Yeah. What? Don't feed the trolls?
Yeah. So intellectually speaking, what I said, just to be clear, for clarity.
Into the mic for us. Thank you.
For clarity.
For the people in the back.
What I said was, it is actually extremely important to have those conversations, because if this is what my man wants, then we need to sit down and have that conversation. What I'm saying is, to be a stay-at-home mom, I don't have a problem with that, because our child comes first, and those development years are extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
However, once that child is somewhat self-sufficient in the idea that I don't have to physically be on top of you every 5 seconds, like at 3, you should be walking.
Mm-hmm.
You should be potty trained at that point. You should be reading. You should be learning somewhat how to write. There's things that you should be learning at that age. So in the times where I may feel a little more comfortable with allowing you to be around other children, like a daycare, obviously a more reasonable one, but like a daycare where you need that social interaction with other children to develop properly and have those social skills. While you're doing that, I can be on the back end helping you with your business. And even with watching my child, children sleep. Mm-hmm. At that age, they're sleeping most of the time, because that developmental stage is extremely important, and you develop more when you're sleeping. That's why a lot of teenagers during puberty, a lot of them get tired. And it's because their bones are starting to grow.
Mature.
Their muscles are stretching, their ligaments, their tendons, their brain development. All of that makes you tired because your body needs to rest in order to develop. During that time that you're sleeping, what am I going to be doing?
Talking to you.
No. My man's at work. What am I going to be doing?
Okay, sorry.
The house is clean. Laundry's folded. Chicken's marinated.
Doing you.
Everything's ready to go. I don't got nothing to do. I have nothing to do other than sit there and watch TV, maybe go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Why do that when I can go to the gym, but I can also sit down with my laptop and get your Excel worksheet situated for you for when you come home. That's one less thing you got to worry about when you come home.
Yeah.
Have your clients in their schedules and their time frames of where they're going to be meeting up with you, so that's one less thing you have to worry about. You can
Bro,
want me
what are
all
you talking about,
want.
man?
I'm speaking clear as day. It's called, like you said, being complimentary. If my man is at work and he's working hard, why should he have to come home and work even harder if I'm not doing anything?
Yeah, it just depends how busy you are, I guess.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. If
but
your
like
child
example,
is
like
asleep,
like my girl right now, like she has everything done and it's easily all done. So I don't know. It just depends how much work there really is at the end of the day. Like, but there is sometimes where like she was having to come up here and help me with stuff, and we were behind on certain things in the house because she's having help with my work. Where she just like right now, she didn't have to come help me tonight. So what was she doing? Like the house is probably gonna look fucking amazing whenever I get home because she didn't have to come up here and work tonight. So I don't know. It just really depends how much work there is, though. I definitely think that being complimentary is the best, though. $2 from Joko. JR, can I borrow $60 so I can buy more super chats?
I got you, broski.
$5 from Eric G. Thank you, man. Khaled, I can't say none of that, bro. You know I don't speak Spanish. Come on, say it. Say it.
It's for homegirl that was right to your left.
Oh, what does it say? I don't even know what that fucking means. Tell me what it means.
Oh shit, you don't know what that means?
Caladitas se ven más bonitas. He says that she's very pretty. She's very beautiful. Okay, cool.
Is that what that means?
I don't know, bro. Don't ask me. I know Bonita's pretty. $20 from Jonathan. I don't know if I've seen you before, but thank you, bro. Left to right. Left to right. From his perspective, that would be
red top.
Red top. Yeah. So 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3,
That nigga
1,
can't see.
2. Damn.
I'm gonna be honest. I think everyone up here is very pretty.
Nigga, you a lie.
He a drunk.
You a lie.
Jonathan,
We gonna keep it real. You a lie.
Jonathan, you're gonna get me beat up, bro. Chill. All right.
Wow,
Next one.
whatever. I know I'm drunk. He's very much drunk.
Lie.
It's clear as day.
it's called a troll.
Yeah,
It's called lame.
Y'all don't feed the trolls, guys.
But we appreciate the donation. Thank you.
Yeah, I love the donation.
Especially look, forever that girl. But thank you.
Yeah,
Anybody
You're
who
funny.
can
We
talk
ain't even
about
gotta say
someone's
too much.
What's the next one, bro?
Let's go.
$1 from Michael Mitchuk. Thank you again, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Number
Thanks,
one mod
Mike.
on. Yeah, he's number one mod on YouTube. Every channel there is. Ladies, I want to know: should you conform, or should the man conform to the woman's frame, or the woman conforms to a man's frame? Now, what frame is one person usually is walking into the other one's frame in a relationship, meaning that you're going into their rules, you're going into how they want things run. They just are kind of the leader who runs the house. Do y'all think that a man should be walking into y'all's frame, or that y'all should be walking into a man's frame? We'll start with you.
That's a
Hard one. Yeah.
That is a hard
So I will
one.
say this: I took a different approach with this relationship, and I've more so conformed to him. But it was a willingness to conform. You have to be willing to do it, and it's not necessarily conformity as much as it is.
If you like it, it's not conforming.
Right, as much as it is understanding your man.
Yeah.
And wanting to be in a if that man is providing you what you're looking for, then you should have no issues.
And
with giving him
if
what
you
he's-
enjoy it, it's nothing.
Yeah, it really is. Because
Exactly.
before it was a chore. In my marriage, it was a chore.
And do you think it was a chore out of choice, like a mental choice? Like, do you think that you making the mental choice for the new guy compared to the old guy, that made the difference, like a
Yes.
mental choice?
Absolutely, because it's doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, before it was actively like, fuck, I got to do this, I got to do that. Like, and it's not going to mean anything. He's not going to give a shit anyway.
Yeah.
This situation is completely different to where if I do the absolute smallest thing imaginable, his face lights up.
Yeah.
So it makes me want to do it that much more and do even more for him. So in that sense, yeah.
Yeah, props to you. Okay, another thing, ladies, a tip: guys don't get gifts. Guys don't get things normally. Guys don't get fucking hugs. Guys don't get fucking shoulder rubs. Guys don't get a lot of these things that y'all think that maybe they don't want or something. I don't know what it is, but just show love like that. Like just giving a shoulder rub, just fucking anything. Like giving him a drink. Like serving somebody is like. But I always like to teach like love. Like me and my girlfriend's relationship works really well, and the number one reason why is because we try to outserve each other all day long. I'm always trying to do whatever I can for her, to the point where I have memorized everything that she wants at every point of the day.
You
so
put
then
it in your notes, like what she want to order.
I don't
from
even have
Chick-fil-A?
to. I just already know. Like because like and that's and she does the same for me. I don't have to ask her to do things. It's just automatically done. Automatically.
That's how you know it's genuine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So my boyfriend has a saying, and it's do not put out what you can't keep up with.
Yeah.
Like so.
That's false.
Yeah, and love is gratitude. Love is giving. Like that is what love is. Especially if you look to Jesus and the Bible and stuff. It's giving. It's giving. For you, what do you think that the man should conform to the woman's frame, or the woman should conform to the man's frame?
I would say women conform because, like we talked about earlier, society has groomed us to be more independent. So we need to learn to be more vulnerable with men, and let them be more masculine in the relationship. So I feel like we're conforming that way to let them do their thing, and then we do ours.
Yeah, the beautiful way of saying it is resting in your femininity. Rest in it. What about you? What do you think that men should conform to the woman's frame, or the woman's going to conform to his?
I think the woman should
Conform to his?
I think it's common sense though. Like
Yeah. Do you agree?
Yes, I think the woman should, as long as the man is treating you right.
Yeah, a guy doesn't have a good frame unless he's worked hard to achieve it. Frame is something that is built over time. Guys don't get it when they're 19 years old out of high school.
Yeah.
What about you?
Most definitely a woman to a man.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the same. I keep it going.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's
She
good.
made a very valid point.
Yeah. Frame is a really big deal, ladies, and like so, a lot of guys aren't in their frame today. They're not stoic, and the whole point of holding frame is like, say like a girl starts mouthing off on this show and I kick her out. That is an example of holding frame. That is an example of saying these are the rules when you come here. This is how it is, and I'm not dealing with anything outside of this. But y'all got to understand this comes with different types of things sometimes. Now I'm gonna peel a layer back. How would y'all feel if y'all walked into a guy's frame and part of his frame is he's not going to date or marry or have kids with a woman that has goes on girls trips, goes to Cozumel with her girlfriends during the summer? Would you would you walk into that frame or no?
Sounds like you don't have a passport.
That's rude.
It depends.
It depends. Depends. What about
Or
you?
illegal.
Wait, can you run through that list again?
Just say no.
Say that guy who's part of his holding frame is that he doesn't want you going on girls trips anymore. Would you walk into his? Would you be in a relationship with that man? Would you walk into his frame? No.
yes.
You would still walk into his frame? Would you?
So if a man that want me tell me that I can't go on girls trips,
And we're gonna say this isn't just the bum that makes $50K. This is the good guy. This is the guy that's
taking care of you.
he's what you want. He's providing for you.
I would. I'm going to obey. When I obey, I'm going to basically I'm going to
I'm
going to obey.
Don't say it that way. It sounds bad.
he would have to give me 3 good reasons, and if he give me 3 good reasons, then I would.
I got 3 good reasons for you. Hold on.
Not even doing that.
I believe if he was willing to even travel, I would. I don't have to go on my girls trip, but do you want to go with me?
Yeah. He's definitely gonna take y'all on a little vacation. Like y'all are gonna go do fucking crazy shit together.
There's like certain people.
That's what you're sacrificing. You're giving up the girls trips, but you're gonna have really good trips with him.
Yeah,
That's what you didn't tell me that part.
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You just
Are
said
y'all
absolutely
okay? Are you okay
no.
with it then?
You said absolutely no girls trip. I'm like,
Well, yeah. Because you're not gonna go on any trips with your girls. You're only gonna go on trips with him.
Okay, well then you say
Because,
that.
like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Because even
I still love my friends.
You still wanna do it?
even
That's
even
just
if
like
it
me
was-
telling him.
Here, one mic, 1 second. Just
even
humor.
if it was him like being like I don't want you to go with your homegirls alone. Like shit, let's make it a group thing. Then.
And so and that's fine. Yeah,
You
and
could
we're
come
gonna
with
say
me
that's
and
fine.
my homegirls, their dude, whatever hole they got.
Your home dude.
Yeah. Okay. What about
the
you?
home dude.
No, absolutely not. One, I love to travel, and 2, my friends were here. I was me before me and you became a thing. I'm not about to change myself. I'm not about to.
I know how to act
conform
when
to
I go
that.
out of town.
Yeah, and it's not even that. Like you should want me to be happy. Like me traveling and hanging with my friends. Like you shouldn't have no problem with it
Space is
because you
good,
trust
too.
me, you
Yes,
love
thank
me, and
you.
I need
Space
that.
is
Like
good.
that's something.
I just got a
women
simple.
need.
I just got a simple question.
That's crazy.
I had 2 moms. They were both really good. Like my stepmom and my regular mom. They never went on any girls trips. Do you think that they had less happiness than say the girls that do go on the girls trips?
Yep.
I think it's the time.
Think
It's the
that.
time.
I think that
For
they were
me,
just
I
in a
think
different era.
like maybe they don't like to travel.
Mhm.
Me, like when people ask what you
Oh,
like
I
to
mean,
do.
they love to travel. Both my mothers travel a lot with their
I
husbands.
don't think the question
Well,
was
maybe
It's their
like
time. Our
for
parents
me,
are
the question.
Yeah.
parents
It
are
was just girls
definitely
trips.
like the
It wasn't
times
the-
are
it
definitely.
wasn't
their
not
friendship?
travel.
Here,
What's wrong with a
talking
girls
to
trip?
talking
though?
to it whenever you
The
do.
question was girls trips, not you can never travel again.
No,
No. I'm
girls
saying that
trip.
you can't go on a girls. You
For
cannot
me,
travel with
I
your
think
homegirls.
a girls
Right,
trip.
exactly. It was girls trips.
What's
He
wrong
did not
with that,
say you
though?
cannot travel again. You can still travel.
So
With your
for
man.
I know
me,
that.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
saying why you can't go with your homegirls on a
Because
trip?
when you're with your,
What's wrong with that?
when I'm with you, what?
Yeah, don't get a
nah,
little
right.
girls trips
Right.
in a
Here, let her talk. Let her be honest.
No.
Come on, teach. I want you to teach everybody.
I'm just
Be
saying,
honest.
If we both
And
have a
can I go
man, we
next?
go on a girls trip. Just say,
And what he's gonna
just say
call-
You're
all
talking
of
to the
them
mic.
is our homegirls.
He's gonna call our phone and say what?
Just say all of them.
What you do?
All of them are our homegirls, and we say, y'all, let's go on a girls trip. Da, 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 da.
I think
Why
the
we can't all
lines
go on a girls trip?
No, but I think the lines are getting
Exactly.
blurred when we're thinking of like a boyfriend or just somebody we're talking to. This is actually
This
a man
is the
that's
guy.
providing
But
for you.
y'all,
You're a
it's
I
husband.
still
don't
the
get
same
it.
thing.
I want to hang out
y'all.
with.
What's
I'm
wrong
ready
with
for this.
college?
Hold on, one mic. Yeah, her.
So-
Go ahead.
So I'm
Here,
gonna
one mic.
say, like me and my ex, like he always said, like Jay, be yourself. Like you just be yourself, be you. Like he don't ever want to take that from me. Even if I go out with my friends, if I'm shaking ass, that's fine. He knows
She's not doing
I'm
that.
the type that she gonna shake ass.
Guys say that when they don't really care about you.
No,
and here's the thing.
no,
I'll
good
tell you
night.
why.
Good night.
I'll tell you why.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
no,
Let me talk.
finish.
No,
Let me
no,
finish. No, because you cut me off. So
One mic, guys.
So for me, again, like, and when I say my ex, like, we were happily, very much in love. Like, stuff happened though, but no, like, seriously, like, he feels like if I'm going to be with you, I'm gonna be with who you are. He wants the version of me that I am with my friends,
But-
not the little makeup person I put on and act like, oh, I'm on a pedestal. No,
But that's
he
why
wants
you're
the
not
real
with that
me.
guy.
No,
That's
no,
what.
no,
No. Seriously, that is one of the
That's
many
not-
factors.
that's
It's
not
probably
why.
one of the many factors.
That's
nothing to do with trips.
That's absolutely not why. Like,
so that may not have
nothing.
been why you're because I don't agree with that at all. Everybody's relationship
I'm saying it's one of the
fails.
many reasons.
No,
I'm saying
no,
this was
no.
one of the
Wait,
many things.
Everybody's
It's
relationship fails for its
seriously-
own reason.
Yeah,
right?
but it
However,
had
what
nothing to
she
do with
is
that.
saying is something I heavily agree with. I didn't agree with it at first. I really didn't. Like the shaking your ass thing. When my boyfriend and I first got together, I was like, what's wrong with me? It's like, what's wrong with me wearing this? What's wrong with me wearing that? And for him, it's like, well, you're taken now.
Representation of me.
How long y'all been together though?
Yeah, you
Almost
don't
3
want
months.
you don't
3
want
months.
other men to come at you, especially when you're
Right.
with your man. Like, hey, how you doing, maybe?
Exactly.
But she not acting
Like-
cute girl with
No,
it.
no,
She
it
just
doesn't
real
matter,
cute
though.
with
First
it.
of all, I
Yeah.
don't even dance at the club.
But
At
then
that
again-
point, not
Here.
that girl. Not
Here,
that girl.
everybody stop really quick. Since like y'all have all kind of like said like y'all's opinions on stuff, I'll go ahead and explain to y'all why guys feel this way. Like let's break it down for a second, okay? If you go on a girls trip, you're literally going to another country, okay, completely far away from him,
Cabo.
with your homegirls.
Okay.
Your
bye.
homegirls have no incentive to go on telling
I
you.
know
My college
There's
best
no
friend
reason
is.
for them to go and do anything. When you're drunk with your homegirls at the foam cannon party with the really like you see a guy, he's hot, he was sexy, like I was drunk. Shit happens. One thing leads to another. Hey, hold on. Whenever I'm talking, we gotta stop interrupting, okay? Some of y'all are getting like a little bit triggered and you keep interrupting. Just stop interrupting for 2 seconds. Let me finish all of these points really quick and then y'all can talk right after. So when that happens, you can have sex with a guy, especially 2 weeks after your period. You are horny. Like you can get horny. You can see a sexy man and get horny. And there's nothing wrong with this, ladies. I don't think there's anything wrong with y'all enacting on these fun things. Just do it when you're single. Do it when you're single. There's nothing wrong with it. And here's the deal. Men like to mate guard. This has been something for all of history. All of history, we want to protect what is ours. My daughter, I mate guard her. I make sure no men are going to come and grape her or do anything bad to her until she's a full-grown adult. That is what you're supposed to do as a man. Men do the same thing for their girls. We mate guard. And we've always done this because sexuality is extremely big deal to us. Y'all's sexual loyalty is extremely massive to us. Y'all don't see sex the same because y'all care about a guy's provisioning loyalty. Y'all care about what he's giving you in provisionings and him being loyal in his money, energy, attention, and time. We really give a fuck about sexual loyalty. Sexual loyalty is multiple ways. What you post on your Instagram, when you go on girls trips, whenever you go on girls nights out, those are all things that are loyalty to a man. We really give a fuck about y'all having sex with other people. So we want to fully protect you from any opportunities of it happening. And here's the thing, 80 to 90% of divorces are caused by women. They are started by women. So because of that, we have an extreme risk. If you're a high value man that makes $500,000 a year, why the fuck would you even let somebody risk and take half of what you fucking worked your whole life for? You don't do that. You completely you do all risk aversion, because that's what you do to have a successful relationship. And here's the deal, Pickle. 90% of men will let y'all ladies do it. 90% of men will let y'all do what you want. You like everything that if y'all disagree with me, bro, there's 90% of guys out here that would love for y'all to do all that fucking fuck shit. Go do it. There's plenty of men out there, there's millions out here for y'all. But the guys that y'all really want, they gonna put y'all in the fuck only category and never tell you, because we don't fucking tell the truth. We only lie. Men only lie to get sex. We never tell you the truth. So we can sit here and tell you all day long, oh, I love when girls go on girls trips. I want you to be fully in your energy, fully yourself. But in reality, they say whatever the fuck it takes for them to just keep fucking you while fucking the other girls wherever the fuck makes them happy.
So wait.
Go ahead.
You done?
No, go ahead.
Right, you done? So I don't agree. Again, like she said earlier, it's all about knowing your partner. So if you know me and you know me truly, solely, like I'm not even on that type of time.
Like I said, this all goes back to my original question, ladies, the frame thing. Do you want to walk into a guy's frame?
And I told you.
And most of y'all do want to go into a guy's frame. And I'm just telling you, the type of guys that y'all are fucking already, the type of guys that you want really fucking bad, they're gonna sometimes want these things.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying not all of them. I'm just saying some of them do.
I think there's
I mean, you're not in a relationship and you're not married, so like it actually, like it speaks volumes. Everybody's actions and everybody at this table literally proves my point. I can prove it all day long.
Well, there's a compromise.
No, she's in a relationship, so I disagree.
There's a compromise and there's a difference. So there's a difference in that conformity. If, like, as a massage therapist, I work on men and women. So my boyfriend has to be okay with the idea of me working on men and me physically touching another man. Yeah. He has to understand that it's professional. My boyfriend is also in an industry where he has to be around women. And I'm, like I said, around beautiful, you can't take it away from them, beautiful women, and I have to be secure within myself. However, that's what I was going to say. When it comes to girls trips, I don't think my boyfriend would have an issue with me going on girls trips with women that he trusts. Facts. But there's a big difference in saying you can go on a girls trip with women that I know aren't like that would actually tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, don't do that, or be around the kind of people that he knows won't even facilitate. Well, that's what I was gonna say. They wouldn't even facilitate that kind of fuckery. However,
you got a boyfriend back at home,
I've also noticed that, like, getting a little older and being in the relationship I'm in now, I probably wouldn't necessarily go on a girls trip because I wouldn't want my man to not be with me in that aspect. So I would rather
because
go on
y'all are together.
Y'all in a relationship or y'all married?
My finger up.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
For me, it doesn't matter.
Look, here, hold on. Misery loves company, ladies. So, like, say your friends are single, they're going to be like, oh, you're in a relationship and you're happy with this man? No, come on this girls trip, girl. Come on. Misery loves fucking company.
Everybody has that one girlfriend.
Yeah. Let me chat.
Here's another thing, ladies. I have nothing but friends that are girls, okay? Before I started this show, the reason why I did it is because I have nothing but friends that are girls. But my best friend took me to prom. Like, I'm very, very much connected with women. Very, very connected with women. I got 4 sisters, okay? Like, I'm telling y'all this because I literally have had my own homegirls come and tell me the truth about shit. Like, they've literally come and told me about what happens on these fucking trips and shit. Y'all can lie to me as much as y'all want. I just know because I've had literally girls like tell me exactly what happens.
I just feel like if you a hoe, you a hoe.
Yeah.
And you go hoe. That's
classy hoe.
If you're in a relationship, you're gonna cheat.
Your nigga should know you a hoe. So if you go out of town, he definitely not gonna want you to go out of town. That's it.
And if he know you a hoe, he shouldn't have wifed you. If he didn't want you to do all that.
At a certain age, you should be able to go out of town with your girlfriends without your boyfriend or husband, whoever y'all got going on, to go out and be respectful.
At a certain age, when I hear a certain song, I ain't even thinking about homeboy in section 2. I'm thinking about my man back in Miami. I'm confused.
Y'all gotta understand. Y'all, like I said, 90% of guys, most guys, would love everything y'all are saying right now. Completely would marry y'all. based off of everything that y'all just said. I'm just talking about the small percentage of guys that are valuable, that have. Hold on.
Insecure.
The guys, look, you know what's crazy is that whenever a guy says his preferences, when a guy says that I won't be with a girl that goes on girls trips, I won't be with a girl that goes out on girls nights out, I won't be with a girl that does these certain things, y'all shame them. Y'all hit them with sign language. Hold on, let me finish 1 second. That is sign language. You shamed me. Now, when y'all say that y'all want a guy that's 6 foot tall, y'all want a guy that makes X amount of dollars.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying, when y'all say those things, did I shame you? I do not, because nobody shames women for their preferences. We shame men for their preferences.
No, we don't.
Yes, you just did. You just did it.
I said if you don't want your woman to go on or what
You called me insecure.
Yeah, you insecure if you don't want
You
your
just
girl
shamed.
to go
That
on
is
a
shaming
girl's
language. You
trip.
just shamed
Why
me.
do you want your girl to go out and have fun?
You
just
just
like
shamed
they would
me.
go out and have fun.
Why don't you want to? Why don't you want a guy that makes $30,000 a year? Why don't you want a guy that's 6 foot or 5'3"?
He could be
Like, it
6'7"
doesn't make
and
sense.
still cheating on you.
It's the same
Make it make
thing.
sense.
It's the same thing. It's the same
Now,
thing.
this is the thing. Being married as well as having
That's
kids,
what I'm
something
saying.
that I have
It's
learned,
different.
you need breaks from each other.
Facts.
So go on that girl's trip. So y'all, because guess what? When you come back, you miss that person. And when you're drunk in Cabo, baby, I want to fuck you. I want to fuck you right now. You ain't worried about nobody else there.
Hold on. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Once again, hold on, calm down. Once again, I have 2 fucking amazing mothers that didn't need breaks from their husbands. Y'all got like everything that everybody says. It's usually based off you coming or the person coming from a broken household, and that was normal to them. To me, who came from 2 perfect households, nearly perfect, it looks fucking crazy to me what everybody's doing.
I would have to disagree because, like you said, your stepmother was with your dad, right? So that's a perfect household. Correct me. I was with a mother who did not have a father. So guess what? Who does she need a break from? Not from the father. But at the same time, you still need breaks in general because you miss. That's a psychological thing. You're gonna miss each other. Like I miss you.
Hold on. Everybody stop 1 second. Well, that's fucking crazy. 50, 100 years ago, that was real hard life. That was actually hard taking care of kids. That was actually, we need a break from this shit. But we are so fucking privileged today. It is fucking insane how much privilege we have right now, how easy it is to cook, how easy it is to do everything that women have to do now compared to 50 or 100. Hell no. You know, hold on. You know how easy it is? That's because you are choosing the wrong men. If you chose a fucking high value guy, you wouldn't be doing all that extra work.
Let's chat.
But women don't want to choose that.
Let's chat. So the first thing I would say, when you go to girl trip, first trip, it's probably your man girls that you know. So they know you personally. And second is probably like your college friends or your from back home. So they know you, but kinda. But at the same time, they already know who it is. So what you tap me up. You doing too much. You right, sis. Let me slow down. The third is it's probably your friends that is married to your husband friends. So they kind of know you because you kind of got a bond. Mm-hmm. So you probably with your man. You probably with your man and they friends. So you're not gonna do too much because I don't want to embarrass him and his friends. You know they don't know me. I'm just so and so. And at the end of the day. I mean, at the end, I'm with my man. So
is a girl's trip more important than your relationship? Let me ask you that.
So no, I love girls trip. But at the end of the day, I want to be Jamaica.
Is it more important than your relationship?
Yeah, it's
it's more important. It's more important with my relationship. But I need that time. No, I know. Wait. Mm-hmm. I need my time with my friends. Because my friend's time and my man's time is different times where I can talk some different ways that I can't talk.
So in her defense, like,
and I'm gonna act differently when I'm with my man and his friends, and when I'm with my friends and his men.
I'll tell you one thing, you shouldn't,
because they don't know me.
With
integrity should be the same person.
When I'm with, if
that's what I'm saying. So here, I'll say this. You know this. When I first came on here, I said the same thing. That in my opinion, the definition of what people see as an alpha male is an insecure man. However. There is a huge difference now that I'm seeing what a healthy relationship looks like. Like before, if you were to watch my interview with him the very first time I ever came on here, I was in the exact same position as y'all.
So you wouldn't go on a girls trip right now?
If my boyfriend told me he was not comfortable with it, I would not go.
Yeah, but let her finish.
I'll tell you.
Hold on, let her finish.
I'll tell you why. So before.
Talk about your friends too.
No. The thing is, he has my best interest, right? So if my relationship is the man that I'm with is the man that I plan on having a family with, I can't have a family with my best friend. And you know what? Those breaks that you guys are talking about, you can still have them when you go to brunch.
Exactly.
When you go out to a movie. When you guys go out to a comedy club. Like, my boyfriend knows. I will tell him, like, hey, I'm going to go out with my homegirl. We're going to go to brunch together.
Yeah.
This is what you don't understand.
You didn't say we gotta go to Cabo.
You like keep taking it back to insecurity. And it's about, if you would respect, if this guy was the perfect guy, and if you really respected him, it would be nothing to do this. Like, it literally, if I'm talking about a really good guy, I'm not talking about like the shitty guys.
She would be able to. I'm
No,
sure.
and
she
I
would
know what
attest
y'all
to it.
talking about. A really good guy, but a really good guy and like he doing everything for you. Why can I go out? Why can I go with my friends?
What he's asking
do you trust me?
But what
Like,
he's asking you
come
is
on.
very, very, very simplistic. What he's asking you is, if the man you are speaking about says he does not feel comfortable with you going on a girl
And
trip,
you have to give me a
Are
really
your friends
good reason.
hoes?
No.
It doesn't have to be
No,
like that.
Yeah,
You
he doesn't have
should
to have a
just
reason.
respect
The
that.
question is, if he says he's not comfortable with it, are you willing to respect
Okay,
that?
if he said he's not comfortable with it, I told you. If he said he's not comfortable with it and he gives me
Three good reasons.
I wouldn't go. But
How about
if you're not
hold on,
giving me,
hold on.
If you saying, "Oh, my friend a hoe," or my friend,
Here, hold on.
I'm gonna go.
I got a really good analogy for y'all. I got a really good one. All right, here. If a guy breaks into your house, do you want to have to tell your man in the bed next to you to get up and go take care of it?
You better.
If a guy slaps your ass at the club, and do you want your man to take care? Do you want to have to tell him to take care of it?
No.
Same question. Would you like to tell your man to do one of those things?
No, all the way around.
Would you? How would you feel if you had to tell the man what to do? How would you feel?
Be for real.
How
I'm
would you?
not messing with a man that I have to tell.
Yeah. Okay. How would you feel if you had to do that? You wouldn't deal with that man, right? How would you feel if you?
I would look at myself like, did I really just say that? She's weak.
How would you feel if you had to say that to a man?
Yeah, no.
Tell him how to be a man.
Act like you know, not like you slow. You hear me?
How would you feel if you had to do that?
We have no balls
Okay,
to really
that
say
is how
shit.
men feel when we have to tell women how to be women. That's how we fucking feel. In society today, men automatically have to act a certain fucking way or else you're not going to get shit. Women get to act like fools, fucking clowns. Nobody gives a fuck, dude. Y'all get to say all types of fucking crazy fuck shit and not be women at all. And nobody says anything to you. That's
Can
society
I say one
today.
thing? Once you get a certain age, I think you know your group of friends.
Yeah.
So
But
like, it's different when I'm
but
21 and I'm 28. Like, I ain't hanging with Kiki and Cece.
Exactly.
You
Like,
hear
I'm not gonna be going on a girl trip with a bunch of hoes. Come on now.
Then
Like,
again,
Here,
your,
hold on.
your circle look different.
And
to
you
get a
can
certain
go on
age.
buy boys trip.
Yeah, so like, all right, well, this all goes back to like one thing, but one of the original things I asked about. I originally asked, is the man the prize? Who's the prize, the man or the woman? And if the high value man is the prize, ladies, if y'all really want to get married, if you really want to have a family, if you really want to have kids, I don't know how many people at this table actually want marriage, actually want to have a family one day, but if you do, and the man is the prize, and he's one putting the ring on your finger, then yeah, then basically what I'm saying is you need to conform. You got to conform to him. I'm just saying those guys, you got to conform.
men. So there you go.
Like I said, it's a certain age bracket when you go to girls trip.
Like I said,
When you get a certain age.
there's 90% of
Definitely
guys
insane.
that y'all could choose, and they'll be happy to handle all that stuff. But we're gonna get to the last part of the show, ladies. We're at the very end. Now I used to do like a numbers thing. We don't do that anymore. Now we just like to ask, what did did you learn anything today? And what did you think about the show? Would you like to come back? But what did you learn anything new today compared to last time? I know I probably said a lot of the same stuff, so I'm not sure.
Well, I would say that my mentality is a lot different from the first time that I came here to now.
Completely, yeah.
I still don't inherently agree with everything that you say. I feel like there's a way to project your ideologies without coming off a certain way. Now, one thing I've always respected about you is you stay 10 toes down on anything that you say. I will always respect you for that, whether I agree or disagree. And there's a healthy way to debate and to disagree with somebody that you have respect for. So you're somebody I have a good amount of respect for. Absolutely. I don't agree with how you put things, but it's fine, because in my own growth, in my relationship, and as a person in my 30s now, like, I would say that my mentality towards certain things is definitely different. And I know you mentioned Couples Monday, so I'd love to bring him.
Yeah, please do. I'm so excited that like you did what I this is the whole goal of my podcast. You did it. Like, seriously. No, seriously. No, I'm really proud of you. Like, I just, you know how big of a deal I am with that. I don't want women being stuck single forever. So
I was telling him about you, and I have a theory on why you call it the Purple Podcast, and it's because I've watched enough of your interviews to know you don't side with one particular one over the other. red pills tend to be the extra, like Andrew Tate hardcore alpha male rhetoric. Blue pill is more along the lines of like hardcore feminism.
You're so fucking smart.
Yeah, you really
But
are.
I am in the middle. Yes,
he is in the middle. He has more of a language
You have
of
a
what an alpha
wide
male would be,
perspective of things.
yes, but at the same time,
And a
I
very
can't
strict
lie that and say that
perspective.
everything that he says is incorrect, because it's not.
Yeah. No, I really thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I'm really excited if y'all come back on Monday for real. You're one of my favorite people to come back, so I appreciate it. For you, did you learn anything this time that you came, and what did you think about the show?
Well, this is my second time, so I mean, I feel like I wouldn't say I'll learn everything, something new every time because it's my second time. But I like to come here with an open mind always.
How do I
would-
reach these kids?
yeah, I would like to come back only on the weekends or Fridays.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoy it.
No, thank you so much for coming back again. Thank you for being on time. You beat everybody here. She was here early, guys. What about you? Did you learn anything new this episode? And what did you think about the show? Would you like to come back?
Well, the last time I came, I was just stepping into like my womanhood, like really being a woman actually. And today I just feel like I learned a lot about myself. Like I think my answers have changed a lot and matured. So
no, like honestly, like I think that you're right behind her. Like you're probably gonna snag a really good dude soon, especially with that mentality. Like you just like people can call girls like that pick me's or like all types of derogatory names sometimes because like they want to please or make a man happy. But at the end of the day, sometimes that's what's gonna make you happy. So I mean, props to you if it ends up working out. For you, what did you learn anything today? What do you think about the show? Would you like to come back?
I love the show. I would definitely love to come back. Did I learn anything? No.
I might have got you on one of the first points. I might have got you on one of the first.
I already knew everything. I mean, I didn't agree with the you can't go no girls trip.
Yeah. That one, she gonna die on that hill, guys.
You're not about to tell me I can't go with my homegirls. Unless if he know that they're wild, then okay, I'm not gonna go. But I mean, if you know they
He's
ladies,
like, are you going with your single girlfriend?
Classy, we classy. We going.
Okay, but you come back. You're down to come
Definitely
back.
come back.
Thank you so much. What about you, Morelli? Thank you for coming back.
Oh yeah, this is my second time, y'all. But I really do think that I did learn something, especially from her. She's a very smart woman.
Yep.
Just because I was raised around men, I already.
You understand men.
I understand it. I understand like what I need to offer and what men need to offer. I know what I want, so I'm not gonna be confused on anything. So I think my answers were pretty valid, especially understanding all of these beautiful women and their different perspectives. I don't really agree. I agree to disagree with some of them.
Yeah.
But they had all very valid reasons.
Yeah. No, good job. And you're gonna come back again for me?
Most definitely.
Yeah, you gotta come back for the Wednesday shows, the single shows.
Oh, most definitely. And whenever I find one of my boyfriends.
Yeah, you coming back?
Not one of my definitely gonna come back.
Dude, she brought one the last time, y'all.
Hey, he wasn't even my boyfriend.
She was a simp. Yeah. we had a simp up here just because she brought him. It was pretty funny. What about you though? Did you learn anything this episode? Thank you for coming back again. Would you like to come back again after this one?
Of course. Did I learn anything? Not really. I feel like I have a very good open mind and a good perspective on dating and like all that. I'm just on a dating scene because really I want to.
Have fun.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, this is the greatest time.
Last year in my 20s, I may as well. Okay, but no, I do want to get into a relationship. I'm just not gonna rush it. But I do have a few candidates. So.
Yeah. Make sure, I mean, I give out all the sauce when I do this show. Like, I literally give out everything that a woman has to do to, like, lock. And I've had some girls come and hit me up and lock down. Like, I had a girl from, like, a few weeks ago who came on, and she used some of the tips I gave her, and she's locking down a dude that is a multimillionaire right now. And it's like...
We love that for her.
And it's because... And it's because of the... She literally told me, she was like, it was the complimentary thing, and I asked him if he needed any help with his work, and he's worshiping me now. And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
That was the chick that brought her boyfriend up here like 2 weeks ago or so?
I'm talking about the other one, not her. There's another girl, bro. I haven't even sent you this one's DMs. But yeah, like this, like, yeah. So if y'all take some of this advice, man, sometimes it does work. I'm not going to say all of it works or anything like that, but there are some girls that are taking this advice and it's working. What about you? Did you learn anything? Would you like to come back? What'd you think?
Yeah, no, I would love to come back just to discuss and put my input. It was always good to hear other people like inspirations, what they say. So you can't ever go wrong when another girl is telling you something, even though you don't want to hear it. So I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, good job. What about you? What'd you
I
think?
did learn a lot. Lauren with her statistics.
I
Everyone in their opinions, and I also learned that I'm a 2. So what it does.
I never called y'all a
He was
2.
a hater.
The person on here,
Oh.
yeah,
He was a hater.
But he was a
Shout out
hater
to the
though.
two.
He know
hater.
he know hater.
Hey, y'all are all 10s at this table, queens. Y'all are all 10s.
I'm a
Don't-
20.
Yeah, she's double.
Act like
y'all.
you know, like you smart.
Let me read those last super chats, bro. We got another one.
I saw a prayer.
We got
I'm nervous.
Sergio, you're prettier when you don't talk. Yes.
Oh, he's talking about the one in Spanish, the super chat, the last one prior to it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Jose, girl with coat, just regretting that hot ass coat right now.
I'm not high.
I mean, she hot, but she ain't hot.
I've seen Jose before.
Relax, Jose.
Jose with the 5. Ladies, listen to Sergio. He's been facts. Women lead other women to burn and crash.
Good
Yes.
night.
Misery does love company, ladies. Be careful about that.
You gotta surround yourself with good energy,
You
good
hear me?
people.
Well,
vibes,
so here's another thing I like to talk about, guys. Like 90% of people ain't shit today. I'm just being completely honest. 90% of people aren't good people. Like they're just not. They're not successful. They're not good. It's just most people are. We live in a very hedonistic society where people are very much living their pleasure. And if you put yourself in circles, like like what do they always say? A birds of a feather flock together. You're going to become whatever you're a part of. So me personally, I avoid friend groups like crazy. Like I've had a paintball team that I was very good friends with. Right now I have a good solid group of men that I'm friends with that help me do this podcast and stuff.
As long as you don't go no guys trip, we good.
I
Shout out
honestly
to everybody
Not
who's
to the
involved in this
cabins. Can't go to the
podcast.
cabins.
I will say that I don't.
can't
If
go
I
to
go
the
on any
cabins.
trips, it's gonna be with my girl because she
Ooh.
deserves it, and that's all that matters to me is my girl. She's
We love
she's
you.
the one
I
that
love it.
she's the one that's going to be there with me when I'm 80, 90 years old by my
I
deathbed.
love it.
Alexa, play
my
when I
friends.
see you.
Yeah, that's why I care a
You're
lot about it.
beautiful.
Jonathan, man, respect the search. These girls are wild, and I'm going to speak to any of them just based on looks. He at least giving them a platform. He's giving them so much, and they don't even see it. Dude, some women really do see it, and they respect me a lot, and they send a lot of really good messages and stuff. And I think some of these girls really do respect it, man. So no, it's just a matter of time, bro. I say this all the time on the show.
It depends on your relationship, Stink.
Hey man, but bro, have faith, man, because every panel we're proving something that Dallas women are different from Miami women for one.
And we're different.
And-
I'm
and-
way
and-
different.
and-
I'm from Ohio. I'm from the Midwest.
and-
We're from the Midwest. It's different over there.
I'm gonna have a husband by tomorrow.
We from the Midwest.
All
It's
right,
different.
$5 from Eric G. Say a prayer for Sergio's hair. The way these women are behaving, his hair is going to start turning gray. I don't want to lose my line. All right, but no, thank y'all guys so much for coming. Everybody in the chat, I really appreciate everybody that came in chat, guys. I really appreciate everybody. Ladies, this was like one of our most
I
beautiful,
loved
awesome
it.
panels. Good job. Thank you for coming back.
Someone
Yeah,
thinks we're
congratulations.
beautiful. Right.
You get. I'm gonna get like a little board, and you're gonna get a gold star on it. Or something, like,
Ayana
she's
piece my
the
life.
winner.
I love it.
Ayana piece my life.
But 2 gold stars, you're not allowed to come anymore because that means that you did something wrong on the last one.
Oh, I gotta bring him on Monday.
Yeah, you're gonna bring him on Monday. It's gonna be dope. Guys, please come back for our Monday show. This whole guys, everything's gonna be completely different now for all of our viewers. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays will all be panel shows, but singles only on Wednesdays and couples only on Mondays. Okay. So the way that's gonna work, guys, is y'all can call in. They're call-in shows. So if y'all want to call in and ask the single girls certain things, ask the couples certain things, ask me certain things, like whatever, anonymously call in. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Please do it. Please show up for Monday for that. Also, if anybody needs help with dating right now, I got my course for only $400. So if you're a guy that needs help, you can sign up for my course right now in the description. Also, please go and click. What else do I need to call out before I've left? Oh shit.
Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah,
button
go ahead
while
and hit that
I
like,
do
subscribe because I forget everything else. But guys, we will just see y'all soon. I'll see y'all on Monday. Thank you, ladies, for coming. Awesome. And yeah, peace out,
Thank you for
guys.
inviting me.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Fun time. My time. We love a good man.